Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Random Rosters right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex, where every Tuesday you can watch multiple hours of NFL action in old video games where we ran a fantasy draft at the beginning of it and just kind of see what happens. That's that's the long and short of it. Tuesdays, 6 a.m. Pacific time right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. So be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. And you can keep an eye out for some playlists that should be popping up. Hopefully they're up today, but I'm going to break them down into each individual season just to make them a little bit more manageable. And they will be in the now playing section and in the random rosters section on the YouTube side of things. So if you're looking for something specific, or if you'd like to watch one specific season or whatever, you have a favorite video, I don't know. Be sure to check that out. Welcome to the playoffs. We are 3 weeks away from being done with this game, which is pretty exciting. And we are going to be doing the entire wild card round today. So sit back, relax. We got probably 4 hours or so of hot, juicy NFL action. And we're going to get started here in just a moment. We're going to go AFC. We're going to just go right down the line. Playoff brackets got set last week, as you saw. I thought the video was going to be a little bit longer, but it turns out with some of the tiebreakers, it actually wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be. I think we've picked the 3 best games to broadcast and set up the wildcard matchups and set up where the road is going through. The road is going through New York in the AFC. The road to the Super Bowl, that is. The Jets will be playing the first game next week. The Buccaneers have the 1 seed in the NFC. The Broncos and the Rams should be the 2s, if I have that correct. Whoops. Yeah. Jets and Bucks. Okay. Just wanted to double check. So we have some interesting wildcard matchups here, particularly on the AFC side. The AFC East sent 3 teams into the playoffs, so we're going to start with one of those 3 teams, the Dolphins taking on the Jaguars. Both matchups in the AFC are going to feature teams with a better record on the road against teams that won a division, which is just wild. So we're going to start with the Dolphins taking on the Jaguars, 10-6 versus 9-7 there. Saints are going to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers, 8-8 taking on 11-5. Saints snuck in the last week thanks to the Eagles and the Vikings losing their games. The Bills are going to travel to Baltimore. I think the 5 seed taking on the 3 seed here, and it's 11-5 versus 9-7. And then we do have a really good Lions team on the road in Dallas to set up the matchups for next week. So let's jump in here. Let's get settled. Hopefully you got some snacks, some drinks. I don't even have to look at the games. This is my favorite part. I love setting up the matchups, trying to figure all that stuff out. I like it. Okay, it's fine. There's a certain point where, like,
we're here in Jacksonville,
the ease of just the game going, here's the wild card matchups, is very nice. Very nice. We're also going to go back to that old the old thumbnail format, because we do have 4 games for you this week, next week, and week number 20, which will be episode number 80 of this series, and then we'll be moving on to a different game.
Because this guy will be running them down all game. A lot of teams think that they can block him one-on-one. By the time
AFC East absolutely wild in sending 3 teams to the playoffs.
That could happen this one.
William Green will have to be at his best against that defense if he's hoping to help carry his team to a victory. They'll also try to get him out of the backfield, hit him on a few screens and dump-offs. He's a threat whenever he has the ball in his hands, so don't be surprised to see him touch the ball over 20 times throughout today's game.
These guys are really fired up, but they got to watch it jumping around like that. They're liable to pull something.
We'll find out which team advances as we get ready to start this AFC wildcard game. Here's the kickoff.
And we will be watching the Pro Bowl at the end of the season. Throw that in. Just for fun. I have a good time with it.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Good kick, should be returnable.
All right, kick is away, and we are good to go here in game number 1 of the wild card matchup. You hit that 20-yard line, you get the stutter step, and falls forward for a few extra yards. And it'll be first down and 10 for the visiting Miami Dolphins, who have Fiedler as quarterback, I believe. The Dolphins, kind of a sneaky entrant into the playoffs. They are the 6th seed. They would be playing the 3 seed Jacksonville Jaguars, the 5 and the 4. I think I misspoke earlier. But we're off and quite literally running.
They line up in the I formation.
And that is a gain of 2, second down and 8.
The Dolphins using motion. Lewis.
One with another handoff blown up in the backfield. Probably a loss of 1, maybe 2 there. That should set up third down and probably 10 if I had to guess.
When you do that, you make the back change direction, making him go where he doesn't want to go.
It'll be like a 3rd and short 10 or a 3rd and long 9, but it is third down and 10, so this Dolphins offense doing a whole lot of nothing. Jacksonville coming out looking really good defensively. Drops back to pass, throws into triple coverage. Mercifully for the Dolphins, or maybe miraculously for the Dolphins, not an interception, just bobbled around and knocked to the ground. Man, I don't know why you would let that go into triple coverage, but he did. And comes away unscathed. A 3 and out for the quiet storming Dolphins. The Jets are going to be probably the most interesting team to watch. They're on like a 9-game win streak at this point. They were 3 and 5. Oh no, a fumble on the punt return, but Jacksonville does a good job to get off the block and get back on top of that ball. The Packers, a surprising winner in the NFC North. The Lions felt like they were a team that just had that division wrapped up for most of it. They were such a good team. That loss in San Francisco really altered the season for them. So the Packers get the home game, and the Lions have to travel to Dallas for wild card weekend.
Under pressure,
throws to the flat there, tries to make a man miss, but gets tackled by the first man there, and that'll be a short gain, little flat play there.
And maybe get a couple yards out of it.
The quarterback lines up with 2.
And they'll give him literally 1. I guess I think when they throw it to the flat, I assume that it's like up the field. Oh, deep pass down the right side, wide open. Leaping catch goes for 6. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Yeah, the defenders were looking one way while the play was going the other.
Ramsey connects to get the Jaguars out to an early lead. I mean, that was just a mismatch. Wow. That's a receiver on a linebacker, and there was no move, no nothing. That was, I think, pretty sure that was just a straight drop. Just a go route. You see that matchup and you go, hey, turn on the Jets. I'll catch you.
They'll get set for the
and he
extra
does.
point.
Jacksonville out to a 6-0 lead here. Extra point pending.
The kick is up. The extra point attempt is
Good. 53 yards.
And they score the touchdown. The offensive unit.
And a terrific start here for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, that was a nice job of keeping those chains moving and avoiding costly penalties. Now they've got to see if they can keep this momentum that they have established going for the remainder of this game.
Reed is back and ready to put this one in the air. Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 2.
So from the 2-yard line, he'll run it straight up the middle. Hesitate at the 20 and get met by the first 2 defenders there. And there'll be first and 10 from the 21-yard line.
It's first and 10. Lewis, the lone back, man in motion.
First and 10.
Lewis.
Going right side, tries to find some room up the middle, but nothing doing. Miami really committed to this running game.
If he sees guys waiting there in the middle, He's got to look for the cutback.
And they just can't get a whole lot going there. It's a loss of 1, maybe 2. And they're set up for 2nd and long yet again.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Going for the right side. He'll pick up at least one of those 2 yards.
1 yard gain on the play.
It'll be 3rd down and 10. They'll give him 2 back
On their own 20.
from the 20. Got to get to the 30, and this could be just the most abysmal start. A double 3 and out. Drops back. Clean pocket. Throws to a receiver in the flat. Beautiful spin move to get up the sideline. Makes another man miss. Up past the, what is that, probably the 40? Out to about the 45-yard line. That is a huge play. Fiedler finds a nice connection there and a couple of nice moves, especially to get the first down. But to pick up some additional yards on the backside is very helpful as well. As the Dolphins get a much-needed first down. See if they can get Fiedler into a little bit of a rhythm, and I couldn't even get the sentence out before he nearly threw an interception over the middle. Again, we see him throwing to a receiver in triple coverage. All of that is bad. It's bad. Don't do it. It's bad.
Ball on their own 45.
They'll go for the run again. He gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he didn't even really get tackled. He just kind of tripped on someone who fell over.
Out of the gun.
3rd and 6. Ball on the 49-yard line.
3rd down and 6. Drops, throws over the middle, finds a wide open tight end, or not wide open, finds an open man, makes another man miss. That's a big 3rd down conversion yet again.
Perfect play that gets him a first and keeps the drive going.
Just a nice mismatch there. Or, I mean, it's either a nice mismatch or it's a good play design that just frees him up for an easy, it's just an easy pitching catch, kind of dink and dunk play. Pick up the first down, make another man miss, get some more yards. Miami hasn't really done a whole lot on the first couple downs of the drive, but 3rd down has been where they've looked pretty good. Jacksonville swarms the runner yet again. That time it's a stretch to the left.
When your defensive guys
2nd down and maybe 9 if that scoreboard is accurate.
Very difficult to move the ball on offense.
Watching the beginning of these first couple of drives, you kind of wonder, how did Miami make it to the playoffs? When you watch a play like that, they're just so committed to the run. You feel that Jacksonville would have such an advantage on the defensive side here once you get to 3rd down and long. Pin your ears back and go, but they're only going to bring 3 rushers, or 3 down linemen, I should say. One of those linebackers will likely blitz. You got an open guy in the slot. Fiedler looks like he's going deep down the field. It's a touchdown again. And again, it's just good play design. You get a receiver who ends up kind of matched into the zone of a linebacker. That's what those 50s numbers represent, and he just burns him again. Deep throw down the field. And Miami is going to tie this game up. I got a little confused. I forgot Jacksonville did that. But it is the second time that we have seen a receiver on kick is up, kick is good. And that's on a 3rd down, too. That's like a 3rd down and 12. Those are the downs and distances Jacksonville has to get off the field on. But the second time we have seen a touchdown where it's a really good play design, like it's a receiver one-on-one with a linebacker, and who's going to win that battle 9 times out of 10? The receiver.
Here's the kickoff team.
We have a pretty exciting first quarter, all tied up at 7. We've got to go back to that 3rd down conversion from Lewis. That's a really short kick. He's going to get to the 25, no problem. Probably should have got to the 30, but kind of a weird route to the outside. A couple of first downs for the Dolphins. Jacksonville hasn't needed any. When you get a big 50-yard bomb, you don't need first downs.
1st and 10.
Can't rely on that, but it's what they have.
damage on that.
Nice job by Miami's defense there to get into the backfield and drop him for a loss. Miami on that last drive, everything, third down was their money down.
Only one.
They end up scoring a touchdown on a 3rd down and 12, which is just wild. Second down and 13 following the run. Ramsey finds a receiver. It's in his hands, but a nice hit by Surtain knocks it loose, and it'll be 3rd down and 13. Good opportunity for the Dolphins to get this Jaguars team off the field, give it back to an offense that's in at least a little bit of a 3rd down rhythm, but I don't know about how much more rhythm they are actually in. Ramsey throws well short of the line to gain. Looked like he maybe tried to stay inbounds. There is a grand total of -1 rushing yard between the two teams.
Will never get you the yardage you need to move past the 1st down marker.
We will see a 4th down and 4 as our first quarter winds down.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch.
Going fair catch right at the 30.
Chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
They line up in the I formation.
At the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
I formation for Miami. They'll go with a handoff, and they're finally going to pick up some, or finally a decent chunk of yards. They have a grand total of 2 positive yards before that run right there. They doubled their production as we hit the end of the first quarter.
Jacksonville
7-7. Dolphins and Jaguars here in wild card round 1. Game 1 of 4 today.
It's 2nd down and 5 to go. Ball on their own 35. Lewis, the lone back.
So they go right up the middle, and this is what Miami's looking for. I guess the commitment to the run just kind of wears the other team down, and finally you're able to get some chunks of yards here. 5 on that play, about 7, maybe 8 on that next play. Looking at a fresh set of downs, and you're taking the weight off of Fiedler's shoulders. Maybe this is how they've gotten into the playoffs. Good defense, strong running game. Fiedler throws it, it's nearly intercepted. We're going to have defensive pass interference on Plummer. It'll be an automatic 1st down, and they should be in Miami territory.
First and 10. The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. He'll get it
Going
again.
with a nice run, tries to bounce off some defenders, tries to bounce off some of his own blockers. He'll pick up a couple, and it'll be 2nd down, or 3rd down. No, 2nd down, I apologize. It's after the
It's
pass
2nd down and
interference
7
there.
to go.
2nd down and 7. Actually, I thought that was a better run than it was.
Only one man in the backfield. It's rid of it.
Throws, and it's intercepted. Fiedler with a terrible throw, and this one could be going all the way back. There's one man to beat. 10-5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Huge play for Jacksonville right there. I mean, you're looking at a team that gave up the touchdown with a ton of 3rd down conversions down the field. You give up the ball pretty quickly, and you're going to give it back to an offense that's in at least some form of rhythm. But a beautiful pick there, and able to take it all the way to the house. Jacksonville regains the lead 13-7, extra point on the way.
Reed comes in for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is
The extra
good.
point is up. The extra point is good, and it is 14-7 following the 64-yard interception return for a touchdown. Early stages of the 2nd quarter here.
kickoff team lines up.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 86.
It's on its way.
From the 30-yard line, where all kickoffs are made. It's going to be another short kick, so there must be some kind of wind blowing this way. So we saw a short kick earlier as well. And I believe it was when Miami had kicked it off. MLB number 53 appears to have been injured on the play, so he'll come off the field. It'll be first down and 10 from the 25-yard line.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him.
On the 25-yard line.
See what Miami wants to do here. I think you could see the formula that they wanted to work with last time. Get good yards with the run, take the ball out of Fiedler's hand. And Lewis, who was held to 2 yards, or at least the Miami rushing attack that was held to 2 yards through the first couple of drives or first quarter.
Their own 31.
Finally picking up some decent gains up to 19 yards just for Lewis there. They'll go right back to him. 52 shoots the gap. It looked like he was going to have him in the backfield, but a nice strong move to knock him down. Gets out of the tackle there. Jacksonville's lack of time of possession could come back to haunt them as this game rolls on. Significantly in favor of the Miami Dolphins, who run it right up the gut, and they'll find a first down after a solid 5-yard gain.
And he was already by him before they knew what hit him.
So they have first and 10 here. It's the toss to the left.
Going left side, tries to find a bit of a hole there, or tries to at least get around the edge. And instead gets hit with a 5-yard face mask.
This appears to be of the 5-yard variety.
I'll tell you, these face masks.
It's not an automatic
so
first down,
you
so
could
just a
start off
yardage
going
penalty
for a
there.
jersey and end up with a handful of face masks.
After the defense is called for a penalty, it's now 2nd and 5.
Second down and 5. Throws over the middle, a diving effort made there, which seems a little weird when you're that wide open over the middle, but maybe not a great throw from Fiedler, or timing could just be off between the two. Potential, obviously, for a bad route as well by the receiver, but it's going to set up third down and 5 following the incompletion.
In motion. Gets rid of it. Hits him in stride.
Watch it here. This is a great
Finds a
call
nice
on
completion
third
over the
down
middle.
to keep this drive
And they are
alive.
right back
They were
into
in a tough spot
Jacksonville
here.
territory.
This is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. Fiedler gets set. Passing on
First and 10. He throws from the Jaguars logo, finds a receiver right at the 40-yard line, and it's a nice gain there. A little surprised to see them stick with the passing game.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
And a 5-yard pickup on first and 10 sets up second down and 5. Halfway through quarter number 2. Don't think Jacksonville's even had the ball offensively, but they haven't needed it with that 65-yard interception return for a touchdown. Third down and short coming up after the run. Oh, gosh.
Ball on the 38-yard line. Nice job so far on third down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues.
Oh, that is an incomplete pass. Right as Al Michaels was talking about how good the Miami Dolphins have been on third down, they cannot get the conversion there. It looked like he kind of had what he wanted, but maybe just a bad throw out of the hand, drifted a little further inside. If he goes a little more to the outside, probably a pretty easy completion. I don't know that the defender can get there, but that throw being maybe a little short, maybe a little in.
This one comes back out to the 20.
It is an incomplete pass, a fourth down, and a punt that goes for a touchback.
Quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
So for the first time here in the second quarter, the Jacksonville Jaguars will have the ball on
Almost
offense.
at the 2-minute mark now.
A single back set here. That is what it is. They will go with a run play, and they'll just take that 2-minute warning timeout.
The defense can't afford to take too many gambles by going for a pick when they should just try and knock it down. One mistake can lead to a big play for the offense.
Green, the lone back. Dropping back. Pressure coming.
Drops and looks to the... Oh, my goodness. That should have been an interception return for a touchdown. I can't believe how bad that throw just was. That is an absurd thing to see.
They don't want to be making any mistakes.
They might give Miami the ball back with a pretty good amount of time.
Closing in, gets the pass off.
Finds a receiver. He'll get up past the 30-yard line, which is where the first down marker was. So fresh set of downs with 1:50 to go here in the second quarter.
The throw was a little off the mark, but he got his fingertips on it and brought it in for the catch. One thing they want to avoid is turning it over and setting up the other guys with a chance to get some points.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 33. Going to the air on 1st down. With the throw.
Goes over to the right side, finds a receiver who gets up past the first down marker. And he'll get to the 45-yard line.
I think he left smoke in the ball.
Fresh set of downs. I believe Jacksonville's going to get the ball here after halftime, so this could be a dangerous double dip for Miami. Throws left side into double coverage.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there.
Incomplete pass.
Bring it in.
I'm sure they'll be going to the air as long as they have the ball. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Just over a minute still to go. Drops back. Gets rid of it.
Ramsey drops back, fires left side, finds a receiver just past the first down marker.
First down.
Jaguars really favoring that right side. Of course, 64 of those yards. 64, 65 of those yards coming on the one play. Nothing over the middle.
They'd like to add a few
Of course,
more
they
points
haven't
to
had
this
a
lead,
ton
but
of time
we'll
with
need
the
to do a
ball
good job
so
with
far
clock
in this
management.
first half. And it looked like they weren't going to have very much time with the ball on this drive, but a good third down conversion will actually take us to that really annoying 1-minute timeout that they take automatically.
The Jaguars line up in the shotgun. Man in motion. Pass play here on first down.
Ramsey looks, pumps, throws from that Jacksonville Jaguar logo, and they're going to get all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Looked like they were going to maybe go for an interception, and Madden had just talked about it. You shouldn't be going for the interception when you should just be going for the deflection, because it could lead to a big play for the offense, and that is what happened right there. Jacksonville does call its second timeout. One of the other flaws in this game.
Ramsey out of the gun. McDonald, the motion man. Dropping back.
High snap forces a jump there. Not a great pass. It'll be second down and goal at the 5. Ramsey with his third consecutive completion. But went for that interception. A big play down the sideline. Jacksonville in very good position to score here. Throws into the end zone. He had it in his hands. And just terrific defense to knock it away at the absolute last second. And it is third down and goal once they break that huddle. 34 seconds to go.
Ramsey gets set. Under pressure.
Ramsey throws, fires a bullet. He's out of bounds at the back of the end zone. Could we see a review here? No review. We could take a look at it, though. can definitely take a peek at it. I don't think it's really going to be all that close. But the thing is with this game is it kind of feels like it doesn't matter. Like this game just operates on its own. One. Okay, yeah, pretty conclusive. Chamberlain just cannot get that second foot down. That's a really solid throw.
Let's get back to the play on the field. So this
When you go back to the previous play, though, terrific defense and then a bit of an errant throw, and that'll save Miami from going down 2 touchdowns and just put them down 10. 27 seconds left. A double dip here by Jacksonville, even with a field goal and a touchdown, still really puts them in control of this game and could send a sneaky Miami team home, even though they are the team with the better record. Thankfully for them, they didn't have to travel very far today, so that's good news.
Good distance. From the 4. After a 3-and-out on their last drive, the offense comes back out onto the field.
One thing as
Right
a
at that
defender
20-yard
you want to
line.
avoid is trying to take a gamble for a turnover and then giving up a big play that lets them get points before the half.
Going to the air on first down.
Going left side, finds a man up past the 20, or 30, excuse
They
me.
have 2 left.
Call a quick
He was able
timeout.
to hit his target, picking up the first in the process.
And that's a case of your receiver knowing where the marker is and the quarterback delivering the pass quickly.
Feeder sets up to the air on first down. Throws it.
Oh, that
Pass
was
ball's
almost
incomplete.
intercepted.
If this team wants to
52
make
kind of
the
getting in the
next
way of
round,
that one,
he's gonna have
deflecting
to
it
make that catch.
and causing the incompletion.
The Jaguars.
Second down and 10. Got to get big plays here from Fiedler. That's a pretty good start. Quick timeout.
And the thing is, the secondary looked a
We
little
can do that
on their
one
heels
more
on that
time
one.
and
They just couldn't
match that
convert on the
field
ball in
goal.
time, and now they get a whole new set of downs.
Thing with this game is they love taking timeouts at 1 minute. They take a timeout immediately after that 1 minute if it is a positive play. And then they will take a timeout here at 7 seconds. And regardless of if they're in like touchdown throwing range, they will just kick the field goal. I think in this case it makes a little bit more sense, but there have been a couple of times where it hasn't made sense.
So this will be a 48-yard attempt from the 38-yard line. And it's on its way.
Kick is a bit of a low trajectory, and he pulled it right. Oh, it just went
I don't
to
think
the
they need
right,
try
or
and
to the,
pull
I
one
guess.
here since they've got the lead. I just take the half with a run
Wow.
and go from there.
It's
Miami did everything they needed to do to get into field goal range, give their kicker an opportunity to make sure that they could knock this to a touchdown game. And what, Jacksonville, what are you doing? Hello? So 1 second to go here. Maybe they try a Hail Mary or something.
They give it to the halfback.
No, they go with a run play.
It's the end of the
So they
second
ran the
quarter
ball
with
to
the
call a
score.
timeout to run the ball.
Miami,
Weird.
7.
17-7.
So
Your
before
score
we
here
start
at
third
the
quarter,
half. Take a look at the
here's a quick
stats.
look at how both teams have fared in the first
169 yards. Noise. 1 turnover for Miami, and that one is pretty costly at this point.
half.
So Miami finds
He's
themselves
just
down
about
10,
ready to kick this
and
one away.
they are kicking the ball to Jacksonville. Jacksonville did give them enough time, and Miami did use their timeouts effectively. Oh, nice little hesitation there at the 20. We're going to get a penalty marker. It's a hold. There wasn't another guy there at all. Wow. That was a pretty solid run back. The hesitation at the 20-yard line actually kind of worked in their favor. They had picked up 5 extra yards and then just
they aren't going to put up many points if
a
they can't get the
terrible
ball to
holding
their
call.
offense.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
First and 10, I formation here. We'll see what Jacksonville wants to do to start this drive, but it is run. He's going to try and bounce outside. Beautiful spin move and a terrific stiff arm. He's off to the races. They really zoomed in on him. I can't tell where he is. 10-5, touchdown. Jacksonville with a monster run, 85 yards. One of the best spin moves we've ever seen. Terrific. That actually the camera angle that we had from our vantage point made that stiff arm look a lot better. The replay stiff arm, not good. That is exactly what you want if you're Jacksonville. Jacksonville has been a big play team throughout the day. 85-yard run, 64-yard interception return for a touchdown, 55-yard-ish touchdown pass. They extend this lead to 24-7 just after the start of the second half. One play, 85 yards, 17 seconds.
That's the kind of play that makes the offensive coordinator look like a genius. They saw a mismatch on defense, and they took a shot right at the weakest point. That wasn't a lucky play. That was just good football.
Yeah, it's just good football.
Reed will be kicking off. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 11-yard line. The Dolphins have their work cut out for them as they take
Not a terrible run back.
Line.
About 15 yards or so. They'll get out to the 15-yard line.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Bust this grill, deep. Here come the heat. Set. Bring that pain, baby.
Dropping back to pass on first down.
There we go with a run, and he'll get stood up right at that line of scrimmage.
They're very good at clogging up the line, limiting the number of holes and cutback lanes that the back has to choose from.
It's second down and 10 to go. Fiedler starts out of the shotgun, looking for a receiver.
Fiedler looks left, finds a receiver with coverage draped all over him, able to squeeze that ball in there and pick up the first down at the 38-yard line or so. He'll mark it closer to the 39-yard line.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
On the 39-yard line.
Using motion.
We're going to have an offside
Penalty
here.
marker down.
Offsides. Free 5 yards for Miami.
Looks like the defender moved
That'll
early.
Yeah, he jumped
help
early
the
and
Dolphins.
touched an offensive player, and that forces the officials to blow the whistle.
Following the penalty, it's now 1st and 5.
First down and 5.
They give it to the
Go with a
halfback.
handoff. Nice job by Jacksonville. They were starting to give up some more yards toward the end of that first half. That second quarter was much better for Miami's run game. But a good stop there. Second down and 4.
Drops back. Pressure coming.
Fiedler drops, looks, fires, and he's going to find a receiver. It is the running back Lewis himself.
Yeah, the quarterback did a heck of a
You
job
can
to
see
read what
the
defense
total
was
yards
doing.
here,
They're finding
favoring the
right guy.
Jaguars at the moment. But I think it's going to typically favor the Dolphins because of that
1st and
interception
10.
return for a
Ball on the
touchdown.
43-yard line. And this is the 5th play of this drive. Handoff to the
Over the
tailback.
handoff, tries to bounce outside. Nothing there. They'll be dropped right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10.
Out of the shotgun.
12. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Hit him low. Say, we got nothing.
Second and 12. Fiedler throws right, finds a wide open receiver who just gets past the first down marker and is spun down. You can see the Dolphins favoring that middle portion of the field.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Going with a handoff, trying the right side. Not a whole lot doing there. Number 52 just kind of got knocked down. And that was enough to at least stall or even trip up the running back there.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
And it is 2nd down and 7.
This is the 8th play of this drive. With the pass,
Fiedler looks left. That was a very dangerous pass. Looked like the Jaguars defender was in the perfect position to pick that one off, or at least make more of a play on the ball.
Catch it first before you can think about what you're going to do with it once you get it.
Fiedler lucky to get away with that one. In field goal range, 3rd down and 7.
drops back.
Turnover would be just awful for the Dolphins. A terrific defensive job there by by Jacksonville, I apologize. Clogged up those holes and took them down. Forcing a 4th down and a field goal try. Lindell's already missed one in today's game. So we move past the halfway mark of the 3rd quarter.
From here, this will be about a 46-yard field goal. And it's up.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. Just barely. 46 yards, and it was
fresh out there.
Whew.
Scoring on them is not going to be easy.
It's been an interesting game to watch. We've seen Jacksonville really live on the big play. Big splashy plays with the interception return, the passing touchdown, the rushing touchdown. Miami has had long, methodical drives that have ended in a field goal miss, a field goal make. They got the touchdown at one point, but it's just they are taking up so much time for such small results.
All of those things come
That
into
is not
play
going to
now
help them
as they
win
try to put this game away.
in today's game. Jacksonville needs, this would be a good time to start throwing together a long, methodical drive.
Ramsey sends him
I
in
formation.
closing in with the pass.
Throws to his, I guess to his
He's
right.
running solid routes and making catches, and that one is his 4th of the day.
Up to the 25-yard line.
2nd and maybe 3. Ball on their own 25. Man in motion. And he's brought down in the backfield.
Stuffed in the backfield. Really well read by the Dolphins there on the 2nd down play.
That was a perfect
They'll
time
bring
for
up
these
3rd
guys to
down.
call a blitz. They got in there, filled the gap, and brought down the back for a loss.
If Miami can get a stop right here, they can actually afford to have some of their longer methodical drives. They just have to pay them off with
The
touchdowns.
Jaguars using motion.
Can't be field goal tries. 3rd down and 6.
The rush is on. Under pressure.
Ramsey throws, finds a wide open receiver on the right side, and he made a nice move, or maybe more of a bad angle on the Dolphins defensive side, but he's deep in Dolphins territory all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Defender to the ball.
Using motion.
1st down and 10, about the worst result you could ask for if you're the Dolphins. They are in field goal range here. Nice job defensively to stretch that toward the sideline. They have 86 yards, and one run was 85 of those yards.
Guns it to the right side.
Fires right side. Man misses his tackle. Bad angle and not enough aggression from the defender. And it is a touchdown for the Jaguars. And Jacksonville really running away with this one.
Found a receiver that he thought had the best chance to haul it in for the score.
It's another missed tackle that we've seen. They're going to go up 31-10 here. I am surprised that this game is as lopsided as it is. If you had told me it was going to be a lopsided game, I would have given the benefit of the doubt to Miami. But Jacksonville has come out here and played very well.
And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. Down the field, they went efficiently and effectively over 70 yards to the end zone.
Yeah, the offense.
That was maybe the longest drive they put together. And it still wasn't really all that long.
Now they're going to talk with their coach and see how they can keep it from happening again.
Woo. It is pouring down rain outside.
Here's the kickoff tee.
It's weird. It looked beautiful all day, and then right about the time we left work, it just started going for it.
From the 11-yard line.
Returned from the 10-yard line. He'll bounce it out to the 25 and tackle just short of the 30-yard line.
As they begin this drive at the 30. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 30. Give it to the halfback.
Tackle and driven backwards. Miami really sticking to this run game even though they don't have the time. They probably should switch to an all-out aerial attack. They're down 3 scores with only about 6 minutes left in this one. Not even close, actually. They might get one more playoff here before the third quarter ends.
Gets set. Gets the pass off.
And that's a throw over to the left side. Caught out past the 45, near the 47, and you hear the gun sound for the end of the third quarter. Big quarter for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Push that lead all the way out to 21 with 5 minutes to go. Jacksonville looking to pick up their 10th win of the season and advance to face.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 47.
The Jets or the Broncos. Going with a handoff here. Bold strategy. Didn't work. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. They don't have time for this. They need to pick it up. 2nd down and 9.
Fiedler gets set. Throwing short to the
Throws right side. Slips. Tries to slip the first defender there, but the defender got just enough of him to make him lose his balance and fall forward after not a terribly big gain. It's 3rd down and 8. Jacksonville's defense has done a terrific job all game long of making Miami really work. He's going to get sacked, bring up a 4th down.
His receiver might have had a step to the outside. The rush got to him just before he could get rid of it.
So 4th down and 12, no choice but to go for it. Throws it over the middle, and that is well short of the line again. Fiedler picks up his 3rd consecutive completion, but who cares when you're throwing completions 10 yards short of the line again.
They can to get into the end zone. This time they fell short.
Toss play to the left.
Toss play left side. Tries to get the edge. Bounces it back inside. Then bounces it back outside.
Good run there to move
Just a really nice run there. Green averaging 12.2 yards a carry. Obviously a huge help because he had 85 yards on the one run. Almost 100 yards on the ground for the Jacksonville running back. We so rarely see that here. We'll see Jacksonville snap the ball with a lot of time left on that play clock. Green picks up a couple. Now, might put him over the century mark.
When he's decided to run. It's 2nd down and 7 to go. Gets the toss to the right.
2nd and 7. Pitches right side. Nothing doing. Well read by the Miami Dolphins defense. You can see the rushing yards too short of the triple digits for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Is tonight the night that the NBA Finals could end?
Again with the carry.
Going with a handoff, bounces outside, trips and falls forward.
Green.
Let's see if they maybe go for a field goal here. It is indeed. So by the time you post this, but by the time you watch this, we will know who is or is the Denver Nuggets the NBA title or NBA champion, or did the Miami Heat push the series to 3-2?
And it's up. Through the uprights and good. That
Kick is up, kick is good. 2-minute drive, took 5 plays. They got 17 yards, and they put 3 more on the board. 34-10.
Here's the kickoff team.
Jacksonville is lined up for the kickoff. Number 86, back deep to return.
Should be a return here.
Going with the kickoff.
From the 6-yard line.
Time's running out, so they're going to have to score quickly.
All right, Miami.
Defense,
Feels like they've been out of this game for most of it. That interception return for a touchdown, like, just swung this game so wildly in favor of Jacksonville, and Miami just could not ever recover. Miami feels like a team that needs to play with the lead. I don't think they're built to come from behind.
How they didn't pick that one off.
I'll tell you, he did almost
That is a
everything
great
right
question,
on
Al Michaels. How did they not pick that ball
quarterback's
off?
eyes. He got himself in good
Absolutely
position
wild
to
that
make
that
the
was
interception. When it
just
got to
deflected,
him,
not
it
an
bounced off
interception.
his hand.
2nd down and 10. 2:08 to go here in the 4th quarter. 24-point game.
With the throw.
Throws right side, finds a receiver, but it's
Sometimes a guy
broken
has
up.
the adrenaline going full throttle
What a
at the beginning
hit
of the play,
leveled
and he wants
by
to
the
make a
defense
play
there.
So bad, he ends up overthinking and drops the ball.
They line up in the I formation.
We have 3rd down and 10 coming up with 2:05 to go here in quarter number 4. Fiedler drops back, throws over the middle, finds a receiver who makes a man miss his diving tackle, and he'll get into Jacksonville territory just across the 50 as the 2-minute warning rings.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 50-yard line. Fiedler gets set to the air on 1st down.
Dropping back, throws right side, finds a receiver who just will not go down. Absolute refusal to go down inbounds. Finally gets tackled as he steps out.
The defense needs to keep
Probably a
track of that
6-yard
kind of
gain
leverage.
on a
He can make
6-second
that kind
play.
of grab anytime.
We'll give him
The
7.
defense should focus on keeping the receiver from getting to the sideline, because as soon as he catches the ball, that's where he's going to want to go with it.
Fiedler drops back, throws deep pass down the sideline, makes a man miss, tries to make a juke step, but is tackled from behind. They'll go with the hurry-up offense.
That's almost one of those sandlot type of deals where you go long and I'll get it to you.
Don't spike it, don't spike it. There you go. Just run a play, throw toward the end zone, into the outreached hands or outstretched arms. Bam.
The defense just seemed to lose track
They have
of him down there.
a ton of yards through the air, but they just could not pay it off when they needed to. They do that time, but it's too little, too late, just making the score look a little more respectable. With 1:34 to go, it is 34-16. They're going to go for 2 for absolutely no reason. This will make it, I guess you'd go for it. Oh my God. No good.
Two-point conversion could be a coach's best friend or their worst enemy.
6-play, 73-yard drive took 40 seconds off the clock. They needed one of those quicker drives early in this game to get back into it. Very interested to see who Jacksonville plays in the next game as we see an onside kick set up here. Because you go down 17, I guess best case scenario, you go down 15.
Go on defense, so they're going for the onside kick. Here we go. From the 46.
Miami got it. What is happening? What is happening? I don't think you go for the 2-point conversion until you absolutely have to go for the 2-point conversion.
At the 46-yard line. First and 10.
34-18, 16 points. I guess they had to.
Dropping back.
I guess they did have to. My math was a little bad there. I can't believe they just got that onside kick. Are you kidding me?
You get your hands up, and that's exactly what he did.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 46.
Man, no, no. Let's go. Come on, Zed.
It's the pass over.
Drops and throws right side. He had the man. That was a catch. How did he drop that?
The Jaguars come out with 3 down linemen and 7 defensive backs. Number 88 comes in motion.
Oh, yeah, they had to go for it there. Interesting.
Stepping up, throws it.
I didn't consider because it would have been 34-18 and then 34-26 and then 34-34. But Miami would have had to obviously score 3 times and 3 2-point conversions. Their previous 2-point conversion played just abysmal.
Or they've already lost the game. The line has to give the quarterback some time so he can find an open guy and keep this thing going.
Passing to the left.
Throws right side, and it is well short of the line to gain. Patton not even close to the first down. And that'll be a turnover on downs right at midfield. Miami doesn't need to take any timeouts. That might not stop them from taking any timeouts. We'll see what happens. We go with a fullback run. Just a lot of action. So much action going on there that the game slowed down. This poor old thick PS2. Thick. Thanks to Miami for not taking any timeouts. Appreciate it. They should only have to run one more play here. They snap it. Actually, this probably should be the last play. They snap it on the game clock at 40.
Tucks it away.
I didn't quite do it. Spun down. 39.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Third down and 4 coming up on this one.
A
Ball on the
Winfield,
43-yard line.
horse trailer player of the game. He had the interception touchdown today. They don't have to run this play at all. I'll be honest with you, last night, not a good night to not sleep much. We hit the end of game number 1 here, the wild card round. Victor is Jacksonville with a big 34-16 victory. That is a pretty surprising, I would say, an upset, even though the Jacksonville Jaguars, the higher ranked team or seeded team, really took it to Miami. Very curious to see who they play next week. Can they use those big plays consistently again in back-to-back weeks? They really relied on that. The interception return for the touchdown, the big run, the big pass. That was kind of their formula. So it's going to be interesting to see if they play someone who doesn't have that defense that breaks like that, or Jacksonville is forced to work with sustained drives. Can they do that? We'll find out next week right here on the channel. So be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. And you'll be notified next week when Jacksonville plays in the divisional round. Matchups will be set up later today. All right, we are going to Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra. A place that was literally my dream to visit that I got to do a few years ago. Almost 4 years ago now. Gross. I hate that it was that long ago, yet it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. But we are going to check out the Saints taking on the Packers. 8-8 taking on 11-5. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the Saints snuck in to the playoffs thanks to a couple of losses from teams ahead of them, specifically Philadelphia. Philadelphia, I am pretty sure, was just a literal like win and in situation, and they couldn't do it in the last 2 weeks. The Saints took advantage, won one game that they needed to win. Got a little bit of a benefit. They have rookie Carson Palmer in Lambeau Field against the 11-5 Green Bay Packers, a surprise winner of the NFC North. Again, talked about that a little bit earlier, and we'll see the Lions at the end of the video. It was a pretty good battle between the Packers and the Lions early on, but once the Lions, we saw the Lions and we saw how good they were, I thought that they would start to pull away with the division. The Packers stuck around, got a benefit here and there from a couple of losses by Detroit, and able to get not only the division crown again, but they do get this home field game against the New Orleans Saints.
Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 81. Back deep.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 9.
From the 9-yard line, he'll get up to the 20 and tackled by the first man that meets him. And we will see this Packers offense for the first time today. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Hasselbeck, I believe, is the quarterback here for Green Bay. Which, if it's Matt Hasselbeck, he actually played for the Green Bay Packers. And, oh my goodness, shades of we want the ball, we're going to win. A pick six on the first play from scrimmage. Thomas coming up with a huge pick. I jinxed it without even realizing that I jinxed it. Absolutely wild there. Terrific. I love the tough play right at the line. I think that threw off the timing of the route. He was able to sit and stay right in the line of the quarterback's sight, and quarterback didn't see him, or the line of the throw, whatever. And New Orleans off to a quick 6-0 start. A faster 6-0 start than the last game that we saw, which was a big play. Hollis knocks the extra point through, and we are back here at the kickoff stage again. 7-0. Shout out to the licensed music, routinely giving us trouble, copyright-wise. I think there's one video that's like partially blocked, unfortunately.
It's on its way.
Kick is away.
From the 8.
And then we'll have another run back here for Green Bay that starts at the 8 and ends it right around the 20. All right. Didn't even get to talk about it, but Matt Hasselbeck did play. Oh, no, it's Brunell. It's Mark Brunell. I apologize. I forget who Hasselbeck plays for. Is it maybe Indianapolis?
Teams sometimes look beyond this week and see who they'll have to play in the divisional game. And that can lead to some big upsets.
Yeah, Mark Brunell. He's going to throw left side again. It's the same receiver. Smith on the outside to his left. And he threw it into double coverage that time and got away with it. Right at the first down marker, perhaps 2nd and 1. No, it is 1st and 10. Going with a handoff, they'll bounce it out to the right side. That is a good start for the Green Bay running game. 2nd down and short.
The Saints have an injured linebacker, and he won't play at all in this one. They're telling us he's going to need some type of surgery on his knee, so it looks like he's going to be out for quite a bit of time.
Second and a yard to go.
We'll get the call
They'll
again.
go with the run play. Oh, we fumbled it, and the defense recovers. It's 2 drives and 2 turnovers for the Green Bay Packers. Oh, no.
Melissa, is there an update?
I caught up with Coach Sherman as his team was coming out of the tunnel. He told me it is all about execution. Like anything else,
No look at it
play
from
hard,
the
keep a balance
replay
between
booth.
running
No
pass,
challenge
and see who can make plays.
from
We'll see what happens, Al.
the Green Bay coaching staff. They're going to give it to Palmer, who's going to go with a play-action pass right off the bat and a big 25-yard gain down to the edge of the red zone. Probably be spotted about the 21-yard line. The Saints off to a hot start here. We're seeing the teams with the worst records, the 8-8 and these 9-7 Saints and Jaguars, respectively, coming out showing much better fight than some of the teams that you might expect to win these games.
Only one back behind him.
On the 21-yard line.
Going to the air on first down.
Right before the back fumbled for Green Bay, I was going to say I liked the play call there. I like 2nd and 1 because you can kind of go either way. I'm okay with a deep shot down the field, but sometimes it's nice to just see you pick up the first down. I think especially coming off a turnover, try to get into a rhythm. Don't put yourself, I mean, 3rd and 1 still, 3rd and 1. You don't have to go very far, but sometimes it's nice to just try and get that out of the way and then maybe save the big play for a little bit later down the road. Either down the road in that drive or down the road in the game overall. We go with the run up the middle. It's fumbled and the defense recovers. 3 turnovers here early. 2 by the Packers and 1 by the Saints, and that is a huge takeaway for that Packers defense.
So after the fumble now, it's 1st and 10.
First down and 10. We are a minute and 23 seconds in. And we have seen 3 turnovers, an interception return for a touchdown, and 2 fumbles. Green Bay will go right back to the run, which was how they finished the last drive. Interesting that both of their turnovers, the next time they get the ball, they give it to the guy who made the turnover previously. They went immediately and through with Brunell, and then they went immediately back to the run. But I think it's Amon Green.
Under pressure.
As they throw it, it's just a little off the target, off the mark, for the running back there, it looked like. That is going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him.
Ball on a 17-yard line.
With the throw.
Throws the left side, goes with a little screenplay sort of thing, and not nearly enough to get the first down. They needed 10, they got 8 maybe? More? With a punt?
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt.
This Packers offense not looking great here, and that's not even including the turnovers. That is not a very good punt. There's your turnover. Look. 2 turnovers for Green Bay, 1 for New Orleans. That is an abysmal punt. They are in Green Bay territory at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Goes with a handoff.
Good gain of about 7 on
And the
that
Saints
play.
go right back to the running back who fumbled to end the last drive. Just, hey, here you go. We believe in you. We're going to give you the ball, no problem.
2 yards to go.
90 bull. Tiger out.
Green Bay looking for pass with only 3 down linemen and 7 DBs on the field. Gets the pass off. He hits
Throws and finds a receiver over the middle inside the 30. That'll be a conversion for a first down. So, if the Saints are to win this game, they would be the 6th seed. They would play the 1 seed next week in the NFC, which would be Tampa Bay. So, a divisional matchup in the divisional round. And that would mean that whoever wins the Lions and the Cowboys game would go out to face the Rams.
Only 1 man in the backfield.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
with the pass.
Throws, and that's nearly intercepted. Terrible decision by Carson Palmer. Threw it right into some traffic there.
3rd down and long coming up here. Ball on the 31-yard line. Palmer sets up.
3rd down and 13 after the incompletion.
Throws it.
Throws over to the left side. It's out of bounds. Didn't matter. Wasn't really all that close. Just a little bit. It wasn't close to the 1st down marker. It's just a little bit of a field position change for this field goal attempt on 4th and 13. With 1 minute and 47 seconds to go here in the first.
So this will be a 48-yard attempt from the 38-yard line. And
Kick is up, and the kick is no good.
No good.
Second time we have seen a field goal pushed to the right. And I believe both by the away team. Yeah, the Dolphins missed one, and they were the visitors in the last game.
Graham in motion.
So the turnover and the missed field goal by the special teams unit keeping the Packers to a 1-score deficit. They'll go back to Green. He had 9 yards on a first play rush 2 drives ago that ended in a fumble.
2nd and 1 coming up. Ball on their own 47. Graham goes in motion.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Going to the left.
Green's just going to get the first down.
Enough to convert.
Just enough. Really nice play on the defensive side by the Saints. Met him at the line to gain and didn't really give any ground. And Green's just going to have hair on a chinny chin chin
First and 10.
across.
48-yard
So 1st and 10.
Hand off to the tailback.
From the left side, tries to split the gap, but not a whole lot doing.
And now
PlayStation
our
2 is
viewers
really
see
struggling
what
when more than
team
like 5 people are on
running
screen.
threat has been today. 8 to go. Ball on the 50-yard line. Handed off to the back, closing in.
Play action pass, nice throw to the left side. They are just going to number 80 over and over and over again. Brunel, I mean, just hit. We've seen this pretty frequently in the last couple of weeks of hit the top step of the drop and the ball is out of your hand. That time they added a little bit of a wrinkle with the play action pass. But a nice find to get into Saints territory down near the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 31. Closing moments, first quarter.
Play of this drive. Pressure coming.
Brunel throws, finds a receiver, and he just
At the 30.
kind of ran out of bounds. There was nowhere for him to really turn.
The receiver has that ability to make even the toughest receptions look simple.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on
They're
the
actually not even going to give him an
32-yard line.
out-of-bounds clock stoppage. They're going to just let this run.
Green is the deep back.
1-0.
So it's a 1-touchdown.
All right,
game.
pretty
First
exciting
quarter
start
comes
to
a
the
close.
first quarter here,
Warriors, 7.
or to the
Green
game,
Bay,
I should
0.
say. Saints lead
Teams
7-0.
as the sides, and we'll start the second quarter.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Gets the call. They'll go with the play fake.
Brunel, play action pass, throws left side, finds a different receiver. That time he gets tackled and kind of pushed forward across the line to gain 1st and 10 as they get towards the,
Playing very well right now.
just on the outside of the red zone. This Packers team finally finding a bit of rhythm.
The 7th play of this
They haven't
drive.
turned it over after like 2 plays, so
Those
that's a
plays
good
goes for
start.
about 4.
Gain of 4.
Packers already amassing 28 rush yards to the Saints 7.
Stay after him. Sideline to sideline.
They'll go with the
Going
run
with a handoff. Oh my gosh, so much room. He's met by the secondary and dropped at the 5. First and goal.
And what happened was they missed him with the blitz. And when they did that, there were no linebackers to converge. And that's how he got by the first down marker.
So it's first and goal. About 5 yards out.
Going with the toss play. Don't love it because the lead blocker wasn't able to get out in front. It was just the running back who had to take a defender on one-on-one.
Just about as well as anyone on the defense.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 8-yard line.
Dropping back.
Brunel drops back, throws, finds a receiver, gets hands on the ball, but just it was not. It was well covered by the Saints defense. They had players in the correct position to make that a tough contested catch, and they did not let him get much yardage after the catch. That was only second down and goal. I thought it was third down and goal, so I'm glad that I was wrong, because the Green Bay Packers have one more chance to get into the end zone, and they can't do it. The Saints defense with a beautiful goal line stand here. They bend, but they do not break. They'll surrender just a field goal opportunity likely. Yeah, but that is what they're going to do. You can see number 11, Sebastian Janikowski, getting ready to kick this one through the uprights.
20 yards out. And it's on its way.
Kick is up. Kick is good. 12-play, 58-yard drive. 3.5 minutes off the clock, and it results in a 20-yard Sebastian Janikowski field goal. The Packers are on the board with 3:13 to go in the second quarter. 7-3, your score.
Janikowski will be kicking off.
Number 89. Back deep.
He got all of that
From about 2 yards deep, he'll get to the 20 and takes a nice angle to get a few extra yards. That's probably about a 25-yard return. And we'll see what they have up their sleeves this time around. Saints coming off a missed field goal on the previous drive.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
This feels like a very beatable team for Green Bay. Obviously, Green Bay with an 11-5 record played pretty well throughout the regular season. But you're looking at a playoff team that snuck in, and you're looking at a playoff team with a rookie quarterback in Carson Palmer.
About 9.
Hit him low. Set. Run. Take out. That's all you.
Gets the toss to the
Second
left.
down and 9. Toss out to the left side. Met him kind of either at the line of scrimmage or just in the backfield. Got around the first guy, but the first guy for Green Bay slowed him down enough so that the cavalry could show up and finish the tackle. Third down and 8. Looks like a gain of 2 on that one.
Drops back.
Dropping back. You can see the defender coming off pretty free off that side. Put his hands up. I don't know if that affected the throw at all, but either way, the Saints with a real quick drive there. Going to kick it back to the Packers halfway through quarter number 2.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick. He signals
Kick
for
is
a
away.
fair
They're
catch.
going for the kind of that corner kick. Angled it toward the sideline. Robinson with a nice fair catch on the backside, or the other side, I should say. Going to be first down and 10 from the 45
Ball
for
on their
Green
own
Bay,
45.
who drove to the 3-yard line of the Saints before being turned away for a field goal attempt instead of a touchdown.
Pass on first
We're going
down.
to go with another fumble. The defense recovers again. The third turnover for Green Bay, and the second for this running back in this half.
That fumble recovery.
Following the turnover,
The Saints have
now
done
it's
everything to
first and
leave
10.
Green Bay in this game, and Green Bay just keeps saying, we don't want it. Throw it away.
2-minute warning coming up. Throwing. This one falls incomplete.
If his team wants to make the next round, he's going to have to make that catch.
Sets up. Under pressure.
Drops and throws. Palmer with a nice find up the seam inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. That'll be first down and 10.
He has quick feet, good hands, so passing to him sometimes is a pretty good idea.
First and 10.
Get in there. Sideline to sideline.
2 minutes to go.
2-minute warning here in Green Bay for the first half. Little camera flip here.
First and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
With the throw.
Palmer throws, finds a wide open receiver between two Packers defenders. They'll get inside the 10 for a first down and goal situation.
Couldn't converge on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of downs. Hey, even if the defense expects a run on first down, I'd still run it right at them. And if they don't get in, there's no need to rush things because there's plenty of time left.
James tries to find some room, but gets stuffed right at the 5.
The backfield as soon as the ball was snapped.
That's a case where your running back goes low and your linebacker goes lower and penetrates to make the big save and stop the score.
The defense will have to come up big again and do their best to keep them out of the end zone. James.
Second and goal. They're going with a play action pass. Throws back across his body. Finds a receiver a step ahead of the defender. And that is good for 6. Palmer off a really nice play action. You don't really want to see that. And the same thing that we said that we saw on the interception, that physical play right at the line of scrimmage, we see that kind of work the reverse way. The receiver does a really nice job to get off the block, put the defender out of position, and open himself up for an easy touchdown reception. 13-3. Saints.
Hollis comes in for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good.
Kick is up. Kick is good. 4-yard. 4-yard pass caps off the drive that started after the turnover. So the Saints, if you include the interception, returned for a touchdown, which you should. They've scored 14 points off of turnovers, and the Packers' offense just looks way too bad to feel like they can even come back from an 11-point deficit.
Nice kick and returnable.
From inside the 10 at about the 7-yard line, a little stutter step. He'll find some room out to the right side, up past the 30, near the 35-yard line.
Look at how he fights off the blocker, and he makes a heck of a play to bring him down.
So they have first and 10 here.
Get in there, Lon.
The Packers line up in the shotgun. Closing in.
Drops and throws, finds a receiver to the right side, gets up to the 45-yard line. That run back is something that Green Bay should really be trying to take advantage of here. It was a terrific run back. They should get this snap off. They do before the 1-minute timeout is taken. And they'll take a timeout in 2, 1, timeout.
So hard, I think he left smoke in the ball.
They're going to go with a no huddle.
There's no reason for them to really take the timeout at 1 minute. I don't know why the game is so like dead on it. Just
Throwing on first down.
First down and 10. Throws, finds a receiver to the right side. Nice spin move, but shoved down right on the shoulder pads. Nice gain down to the 26-yard line. And you see what I'm talking about? That's that's what I was referring to. Timeout at a minute, regardless of how close they are to snapping the ball. And then whatever positive play, run or pass, they'll take a timeout immediately. So they burn 2 within about 5 seconds, which leaves them susceptible sometimes to weird late game situations where they maybe should have 1 or even 2 more timeouts.
Steps up into the pocket.
Brunell steps up, finds a receiver, The Saints team doing a great job making the tackle and making sure that these Packers receivers and running backs aren't getting too far up the field or into the end zone in that case. First down and goal. 30 seconds to go. Fires. It's out of bounds. Not a great throw. Bad timing. Everything was just kind of off about that play. Second and goal.
Determines that you would have come down in bounds, but a defender pushes you out while you're up in the air. And that clearly didn't happen there.
Little offset I formation. Drops, throws, little float. I'm going to call that an incomplete pass. A lot happening there on the backside, as it looked like the quarterback took a pretty big hit.
Ends up incomplete.
Bring it, baby. Here come the heat. Get at him, Pete.
The Saints come out in a nickel package.
On the 7-yard line.
Closing in with the pass.
Brunell throws well short of the goal line. That'll be a 4th and goal scenario. Pretty bad play calling there on 3rd down and goal. Green Bay will likely take this down to about 9 seconds. They'll call a timeout. Ice their own kicker. Oh, just kidding. They're going to let the clock run. Oh, thank God. Okay, now they got to start going. Hello. 3, 2, 1. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So Green Bay gets on the board. 63-yard drive. Took 9 plays, and that'll cut the lead to 14-6. 8-point game heading to half. The Saints looking quite dominant here in half number 1. The Green Bay Packers have more total yards, but those turnovers, including a pick 6, are the difference in the game. Otherwise, you're probably looking at a 7-6 game, but 3 turnovers for the Packers. The missed field goal, the fumble that the Saints had on the ensuing possession following a Packers fumble, that is keeping this game close. Otherwise, you're looking at 21, or you're looking at 17-6, perhaps 24-20-6. Be interesting to see if Green Bay wants to go for the 2-point conversion as soon as they score their next touchdown. I think I would. Being down 14-12, field goal still wins you the game. Of course, you gotta score a touchdown. Gotta stop the offense here. I forgot that the Packers had such a quick first drive that I forgot that they had the ball. They 1-play interception return for a touchdown. I think you go for it. Just try to knot it up. You can still kick a field goal to make it 15-14, because if you kick an extra point, you're going to be up 15-13. It's like, who cares? It was 16-14 or whatever. It's like, who cares?
Blocks and the back found the right hole to get down the field and pick up a first down.
Saints offense coming out clicking here in the second half. First down and 10 again for them as they are moving the ball well to start this half. Drops back, throws over the middle, finds a receiver right around the 30-yard line. And that'll be a first and 10. Just inside the 30 is where they'll mark it.
First and 10. Dropping back, pressure, throwing.
Throws and finds a receiver.
The pass for the first down.
That showed awareness by the receiver.
About 15 yards there. That'll get them down to down inside the red zone. This Packers defense looks lost. Whoever's calling the plays for the Saints doing a great job. It's great play calling and great play design to give some of these, make some of these looks really easy for a rookie quarterback. Edner and James going off left side, spun down. Buchanan, 5 tackles.
Using motion. Tosses it out to the right.
There was really no Packers defenders there
So after that,
until he
run,
hit right about
the
hit
two
that
main threats on the ground
line of
have fared
scrimmage.
so far. They need about 3.
3rd down and 3. This feels like a big stop necessary for Green Bay. Saints have already taken 2+ minutes off the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Gotta try and hold him to the field goal attempt here. Gonna run left side. James is gonna find just enough room for the first. Actually powered through and got a couple extra yards there. Inside the 5 for a first down. First down and goal to be exact. From the 3-yard line to be even more exact.
First and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line.
It's a sneak.
Oh, they're going quarterback sneak and a dive at the end zone. Touchdown. Breaks the plane. Carson Palmer with a really nice quarterback sneak right there. Didn't even seem like the offensive line was doing a whole lot. Everybody just kind of stood up. He found a path to get through. Dove to break the plane, and it is now 20-6.
Hollis comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. So a 3-yard run by Palmer caps off an 8-play, 71-yard drive, taking half of this quarter with it. And it is a big lead here. We've had some lopsided games, and that is not good. Not good if you're a commentator who's like, got to commit 4 hours to this.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Sends it sailing.
From the 5-yard line. They'll get up to the 20. Tried that little stutter step hesitation move that everybody seems to do. And it is not working for him.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 22. Hand it off. Gain of about 1.
Getting into an interesting situation that we, or a similar situation to what we saw the Dolphins kind of wedged into the first game, the last game.
Man in the backfield.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Here come the heat. Back off, DB.
Drops back. Under pressure.
Trying to run, but they really need to work more with the pass. But then you see that right there. Not a great pass at all. It's pretty awful, honestly.
Here is a 3rd.
You kind of wonder, like, are they a team that's built for this? Are they a team that's more built to either, stay competitive in a game or play with the lead? Terrible throw he got to hit. All of that was a disaster. He tried to get that ball out to at least make something happen, and he threw it to a receiver that was on the line of scrimmage. So we'll see a 4th down and 10. That'll be a punt. And that was about a 30-second drive for the Packers. The Saints did a great job working their way down the field. Took all sorts of clock with them, and then Green Bay said, you can have it back in 30 seconds. Don't worry.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Using motion. To the air on 1st down. Closing in with the throw.
Goes over the middle, finds a receiver. He is free and clear and gone. Touchdown, Saints. And this one is all New Orleans. This Green Bay Packers team looks just confused and overmatched. Wow, the defense is not holding up its end of the bargain. Of course, the offense is kind of leaving them out to dry with some of these plays. You can see number 20 going for some kind of, looked like he was going for the interception. That slowed him down, kind of pulled his character out of line, and it was a free and easy touchdown for the Saints, who now lead 27-6.
The kicking team heads out onto the field.
Gross.
The kick is up. The point anchor is good. Now they've put it together offensively with 14 unanswered points.
And they can do this sort of thing. Everyone gets on the same page, and they'll put up points in bunches.
But you can't ask for much more out of a drive that gets you into the end zone.
The more touchdown drives,
Man,
the better.
and just when I said that they had done a good
Sidelines
job
and see
making
why
sure
they
that their
able to
drives were
beat the defense
methodical
for
and
6.
long,
And they'll try
one
and repeat
play,
those results the
bam,
next time they
touchdown.
get the ball.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Nice kick. Plenty of distance.
From the 6-yard line, he'll get up to the 20. Falls forward right about the 25, and that is where this next drive will start.
First and 10.
The best news is we still have a whole quarter to go, so this can only get worse for Green Bay.
First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback.
I mean,
He'll bring him down at the 26.
it's the third time he has fumbled.
Recovers its own fumble.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a heads-up play. You always need to keep your eyes open because you never know when something like this is going to happen.
Only one man in the backfield.
Second and 9. Drops back, throws, and finds a receiver. He'll be short of the line again, but still a positive play. Green Bay doesn't really have time to be working with long, methodical drives. They need a big play, a turnover on the defensive side. They still have time to get back in this game, but
Ball on their own 33.
they have to come up with points here. I think at this point you could kind of just work with the extra points. 28-13, 28-20.
Pressure, tossing it
Throw over the middle, finds a receiver. He'll get up near the 45-yard line.
You're in a hole here on third down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
And then I think, only when you absolutely need it do you need to go for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go. Come on. Sideline, D. That's all we got.
Dropping back to pass on first down.
Hands the ball off.
So he picks
Not a
up
whole lot of room to work with up the middle,
to
and
the sideline.
maybe, second down and 9, maybe?
The Saints come out in a nickel package. Brunell gets set. Under pressure with the pass.
There's a nice find all the way up to the 40-yard line. The biggest problem for the Packers is that they've gotten pretty close to the end zone twice, and they have come away with very short, extra point length field goals, and that is just not what you want.
Is that all you got?
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Going to the air on first down. Batted down.
Here's what happened. The quarterback just didn't have a throwing lane for his pass. When we let that one go, the lineman got his hand up, and he batted it down at the line.
Second and 10. Only
7
one man
seconds
in
to
the
go
backfield.
here in
Using
quarter
motion.
number 3. Second down and 10 from right around the 40-yard line.
Surveys the field.
Brunell looking, fires, and finds a receiver who can't hold on to it.
And
that is-
in the beginning of the plays, and he wants to make a play so bad.
You're going to leave
he
1
ends up
second on the clock.
overthinking and drops the ball.
The Packers line up in the shotgun.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Cowboys. Hit him low.
Eighth play of this drive. Brown comes in motion. Looking for an option. Throws it.
Brunell fires, finds a receiver. Why in the world? He tried to celebrate?
Talk about making it look
Celebrate!
easy. He caught that,
You
and
saw
he made
him
it look
high step
very
his
easy.
way into the end zone, or at least try to.
So we've reached
And
the end of the
you saw how
third
that
quarter.
worked out. He got
The
tackled.
Saints ahead of
28-6 through 3. It's been all Saints this entire game. Packers trying to mount some kind of comeback. They can try to make this a 2-score game if they can just punch it into the end zone.
So it's first and goal.
First and goal for
7
the
yards
at
from the
least
goal line.
third time today.
Hand it off.
Going to go with a run play. Spin move, and he is in for the touchdown. Green, second best spin move we've seen today.
Until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
So they'll try to get the 2 here.
Oh, wow. They are going for the 2 here. I do not like this call here. I personally would go for it later in the game when you absolutely have to have it. Just going to put yourself in weird positions if you can't get it. And that is no good. So now they're down 16 points, which means that if they are able to score 2 more touchdowns, they have to get and convert both 2-point conversions. And that's why I don't like it. Kick the field goals,
Give some credit to the lineman out there.
because you'll go 28-13, 28-20, and then you take it when it's 28-26. Also, honestly, a pretty terrible play call.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 85. Back
He got all of that
So the kick is away, and he returns it from about 5 yards deep.
is looking to
Or
extend
it's a
its advantage as they take
touchback,
over
sorry.
again offensively.
Even though I've been doing this game for 17 and like a half weeks at this point, still used to the NFL fever mentality of like, just run it out. Couldn't possibly go in a poor, couldn't possibly be a bad choice. Into double coverage, finds the receiver and threads the needle for a first down.
Yards through the air.
These Saints receivers must have some incredibly high speed ratings because the Packers defense routinely is getting burned by them or they are turned around. Not even though it looks like they're in good position from our initial angle, they flipped it on that and the defender was not in position to get that make a play on that ball really at all.
5-yard pickup on that run.
Not unless he accidentally flailed his arm and hit it, but
About 4 to go. Ball on their own 44.
Green Bay's defense has to step up here. They can't give up a long, methodical drive. They can't give up any more points.
With the pass.
Throws over the middle and finds a receiver right up the seam. Everything the Saints are doing is working to perfection against this Packers defense. And this was right about the time Green Bay, I think this actually would have been the year.
Go from the I formation.
ball on the 29-yard line.
Green Bay for a long time was perfect at home in the playoffs, and they have not been that since right around this time whenever Michael Vick went in there and just ran all over them.
Can't pull him down. Good
They
pickup for
have
about
not
6.
had a great playoff record at home. They were 13-0 or something just absurd.
A little over 4 to go. Ball on the 22-yard
They have been bugged by inconsistency
Only
in the
one man back.
playoffs. And that was especially true, it felt like, in the Aaron Rodgers era.
Pressure coming. It's going.
Oh, there's the interception. There's exactly what you need if you're the Packers. That is such a big pick. It's even bigger than I thought it was, than it really needed to be. You want to try to get that pick kind of early in that drive, maybe, to save yourself some clock, but you started giving up a bunch of yards that was going to allow this team to extend that lead. Then you come up with not only a drive-killing pick to give your offense an opportunity to try and get back in this game, but you also take the opportunity for extra points off the board as well.
Following the interception, it's now 1st and 10.
They're going to have a long way to go, and that's also kind of why you would want a pick like maybe a little earlier. Try to flip that field a little bit more.
Throwing on 1st down.
Green Bay has to come away with something here. Nice find over the middle. He'll get up past the 35 to maybe the 36. It'll be 1st down and 10. They should switch into a hurry-up offense.
Critical in this game. And when the quarterback calls your number, you want to make sure you make the catch and don't mess something up.
Pressure. Gets rid of it.
Brunell throws, finds a receiver who slips a tackle. Tries to break a second tackle, but not so effective that second time. 144 yards to the right side of the field. That is obviously the side that they are preferring.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Drops back.
Brunell drops back again, throws, and surprise, surprise, right side. Makes the first man miss, but the second guy kind of falls down in front of him and stops him in his tracks.
The rushers at the quarterback. It takes a lot of poise to get the ball out of there with any accuracy.
Only one man back. Closing in. Throwing.
Throws again to the right side, right at the sticks.
Picking up a 1st down.
They'll keep that clock running. The Saints, this is exactly what they want to do. They want to just kind of play that prevent defense. Don't let anything too big happen. Well, make the Packers, if they're going to score a touchdown, it's going to have to take a long time. A lot of plays, a lot of time off the clock. But the problem is that you're giving up plays like that. The prevent defense does, traditionally prevent you from winning the game. They're able to work their way down into the end zone. They have to go for 2 here. You'd look at it being a 28-19 game, and then an extra point here would make it 28-20. That's why I don't think you need to go for the 2-point conversion unless you absolutely have to. Because now it's going to probably make it to where Green Bay's going to have to go for, they're going to have to go for a field goal in addition to another touchdown. So they're going to be able to get to 28-25 with another touchdown and an extra point, and then they're going to be stuck going for a field goal to tie it at 28. Really bad play calling, and they're going to go for an onside kick here with 2:13 to go.
Not enough time to try to get the ball.
Which I don't agree with.
Kick is the call. Here it is. They don't get it.
It's pretty awful. What I don't like about the onside kick here so early is you're giving them an opportunity to push that lead out. They could make it 31 to 18.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
There we go with a run here to the left side.
Carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
2 minutes to the final gun.
All right, 2nd down and 6. Green Bay gets a free time out there. Good clock management by the Packers. New Orleans has already missed a field goal in this game.
The Saints using motion. You give it to the halfback. Still
And that 1st down is really going to do some damage to Green Bay's hopes and dreams here. Saints just got off to such a good start. Cashing in on turnovers, 2 touchdowns on 2 of those 3 turnovers. The only turnover that they got, I think, in the first half that they didn't cash in on was a turnover that they committed themselves. So they were able to get out to a really fast start. Green Bay had goal-to-go situations early in this game that they just could not convert. They settled for a 20 and a 22-yard field goal or something like that. Those are chip shots. Those are extra points. And instead of it being potentially 28-21, if you take some of those touchdown or field goals and put them into touchdowns, maybe even 28-20, 28-28, they were able to build a lead that was a little insurmountable, or it was insurmountable for this Packers team and the way it is constructed. Green Bay got into a rhythm just a little bit too late, kind of like Miami, and we've seen 2 teams that you might expect to come in and win a game. They have the better record. The Saints backed into the playoffs. The Jaguars didn't really back into the playoffs, but they got the home game by virtue of just winning the division. 2 teams you maybe kind of figure would lose. You see them really coming out and playing very, very well here. 3rd down and 2 as they're burning the rest of this play clock. First down should end the game, and the Saints will move on to the second round. This will be, I believe, the 6th seed.
Pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to
So they
block
should go
because they can
see
use their size and strength
Tampa
to
Bay
get
next
excellent
week.
leverage on running plays. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem
Coming
to
up
be
next,
a
we're going to go
big
to the
factor when the
AFC
game's on the
side
line.
of things.
So we'll see if the field
We're going
goal
to
unit can
watch
come
the
through here.
Bills.
Comes out to attempt what will be a 34-yard field goal.
Bills play the Ravens. Coming out for a field goal here. Green Bay really out of timeouts here? Oh, they have
Back
one
to the
left?
game.
Oh, whoops. I didn't expect that to do that. My bad.
And it's up. The attempt is good.
Kick is up. Kick is good. 6-play, 20-yard drive. 1:41 off the clock.
Here is tonight's horse trailer player of the game.
And 11 for 17, 228 in. Rookie Carson Palmer comes into big, scary Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra, and escapes with a victory. Saints are going to have to go on the road the whole way.
The kickoff team
They want to get
lines up.
to Random Rosters Super Bowl
They'll
4.
return this one. From the 4-yard line. And we'll see if they can move the ball as well through the air this time as they did after scoring a touchdown on their last possession. They'll pass on every play from here on out.
When you're down by more than one score and there's less than a minute left, that's all you can really do.
First and 10.
Ooh, high snap makes Palmer, makes Brunell jump.
Going to be a reception, but he just couldn't hang on.
You
Not a
have to be
great
able to
throw
make
there
those
either.
catches.
Everything just awful.
Second and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Pressure with the throw.
Brunell drops, throws,
With the
finds a
adjustment,
receiver.
and he's pushed out of bounds.
And I don't know if they're going to give him the clock
1 yard gain
stoppage
on the
there.
play.
They're running out of
They
time
will, it
and
looks
down.
like.
It's time for them to call their best play before it's too late.
9 yards to go.
They didn't help themselves by holding on to the timeout before the field goal attempt.
Under pressure.
Brunell throws, and it's batted down, so it'll be 4th down and
Here's a back
9.
for making a big play. And that was another one right there.
Fourth and
Brunell's
long
gotta get a little bit
upcoming,
more air
and their
under
hopes
that.
of pulling this one out
I think
might be
the,
coming to an end.
They'll need a great throw.
I think the
and catch
receiver
here to
had
get
a
him the
step
first.
on him.
Once they do that, then they could worry about the score.
Brunell sets up.
High snap yet again. Brunell has to jump, but he finds a receiver on the right side. Green Bay's going to take their final timeout after the first down conversion on 4th and 9. And with 15 seconds to go, they're out at the 33-yard line.
Pass play here on first down. Surveying the field.
Brunell rolls, fires. Over the middle, he's hit as the ball got there and drops it.
After him on that play.
Second
he
down
felt
and 10.
those guys closing in and gunning the ball out of there.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 33.
That all you got? Here's the ball. Is that all you got?
Second and 10. Ball on the 33-yard
Dropping back. Throwing.
Brunell throws, and he almost throws a
Lucky
pick there.
That one wasn't picked off.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either. Still a pretty good effort.
They'll probably try one long throw downfield.
Stay after him.
Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Knight got his hands up and tipped the pass away.
He's got great recovery speed.
This team is
He
just
can catch up
not-
with the ball,
not built
even
for
if
this.
he's caught out of position.
Not built for this
That
at
time he was
all.
right there in the secondary to tip the ball away.
on the 33-yard line.
8th play of this drive. Throwing. Great move.
There is a catch, but the clock will run dry, and that will do it. Green Bay comes in with an 11-5 record, a home field playoff game, the number 3 seed, and they get dropped by the 8-8 New Orleans Saints, who backed into the playoffs thanks to some losses by other teams, including the Minnesota Vikings, more specifically the Philadelphia Eagles. And this Saints team could be on a roll. They will go to Tampa Bay for a divisional showdown in the divisional round. Disappointing end to the season for Packers fans and players, myself included. That was kind of a bad game. We've not had good games here so far. We've seen teams that you think are kind of underdogs, you think are going to maybe get run over a little bit. You think we see them play very, very well and just come out of the gates, interceptions for touchdowns, making good plays on short drives, big bombs, this, that, and the other thing. And the other team that has the better record, that looks like the team that should be winning these games, just seems so shell-shocked and confused. It's been a very weird start today. We are going to move to the January 4th set of games. Happy birthday to my grandma. And we will do that right after this quick break on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. Be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos, and you can catch the next 2 rounds of these playoffs. Next Tuesday and the following Tuesday will end out the month of June with the June 27th will be crowning a champion, and July 4th will be where we start a brand new game. What game is that? I'm not telling, though I might have already told. I don't remember. Thanks for watching. Stick around. We'll be right back after a brief word from this screen that has no sound. Thank you for taking a moment to listen to a word from our sponsor, subscribing to my channel. All right, let's move on. We're moving back to the AFC, and we are going to check out the Bills and the Ravens. The 11-5 Bills are I believe they're the 6th seed. Maybe they're the 4. I don't remember. It's hard to tell. Anyway, we're moving on. Bills taking on the Ravens, and then we'll have the Lions taking on the Cowboys in the final matchup of today's action. So let's mute that and do this and move that and do that. And we are ready to roll. Hopefully you're enjoying the games, even though they haven't been the best games in the world. That happens from time to time. No big deal. It's recoverable. You can have a couple of good games here. Oop, I dropped my phone on the microphone. Whoopsie, whoops, whoops.
EA Sports is proud to present more NFL action. I'm Al Michaels, along with my partner, John Madden.
The offensive line will have to step it up because this guy is looking to make some plays. He knows every trick in the book. So you'll see him setting up guys, making them think he's going outside, then rip to the inside to get into the backfield.
Curtis Martin will have to be at his best against that defense if he's hoping to help carry his team to a victory. They'll also try to get him out of the backfield, hit him on a few screens and dump-offs. He's a threat whenever he has the ball in his hands, so don't be surprised to see him touch the ball over 20 times throughout today's game.
This is what football is all about.
This is
Look
what
at all
football,
those guys down there getting all pumped up.
Football
They're
is
really
all
fired
about.
up and get ready for this one.
Both teams ready for this AFC wild card game, so let's get it underway.
All right, Ravens kicking off to the Bills to start this one. And it just seems weirdly dark in Baltimore. Hit just past the 20-yard line, so not the longest return. So we jump back into some football action here. Tim Couch leading the Buffalo Bills into Baltimore. Baltimore winners of the AFC North. The Bills had the AFC East, it felt like, in the palm of their hand, but faltered down the stretch and just could not. They had the same situation that the Eagles had, where it's basically just like win and you're the home. You're the number 1 seed. All you had to do was win, and they could not do that. Dropped their last 2 games of the season, and they end up being the 5 seed, taking on the 4 seed Baltimore Ravens.
Surveying the field. Gets rid of it, and he goes out at the 31-yard line.
Just maybe a little absurd to think that the 6 seed was still a 10-win team.
And the quarterback found him in that hole with the
So I think that means that the highest remaining seed would go play the 2 seed.
One big upset.
You know, there's 2 different mentalities.
And I believe that the 3 seed would be. It's just so the AFC was so weird this year because it was like here's 4 teams that are all kind of jostling for position up here, mainly for the AFC East lead. And then here's the Broncos just kind of in the way. But then you have to take into account that division winners count, eliminating like a Chiefs team that had the same record as these two. It was wild. Oh, Williams with a beautiful spin move, bullying men. Pushed them down to the ground. 6,000 yards on the ground. 40 touchdowns. I had a brain fart moment where I go, was that in one season? Is this game okay?
First and 10.
So it is 1st and 10, right at midfield. On the right side of that Ravens shield. Couch goes with a short pass and hits a man in the flat. That's Ricky Williams again. It is the Ricky Williams show here early, and it is working for the Buffalo Bills. That's what I love about the random rosters. Quarterbacks like Tim Couch. We've seen rookies perform very well. Joey Harrington went all the way to the NFC Championship. Tom Brady not in the playoffs this season because the Houston Texans lost, and as I talk about how well the Bills have played the Ricky Williams show, it's an interception from Tim Couch. Baltimore Ravens defense comes away with an interception. It'll be 1st and 10 just outside the 40-yard line. And I forget who the quarterback is for these Baltimore Ravens. Oh, is it Jake Plummer, I believe. He's one of the few quarterbacks we actually see try to run the ball here, Jake the Snake Plummer.
He surprised that quarterback in the backfield.
The AFC North, I think, had every team at or above 500, and even if they didn't, the closest was 7 and 9, which is a wild thought to have.
They line up in the I formation. Pressure coming with the pass.
Plummer hit as he threw, but still managed to find a receiver. Nice job coming back to that ball by number 82. It'll be 3rd down and 6, maybe? Third down and 6 indeed. Snaps the ball again from the shotgun. Quick pass. That'll go for about 10, pick up the 1st down, and get them into Bills territory all in one play. That throw is a really great catch by Campbell. Nice adjustment. The throw behind him. Still able to be able to pick it up and pick up some yards.
The backs are lined up in an I. McMichael in motion. Under pressure.
Plummer drops back, looks maybe to throw, maybe it was a bit of a QB draw. Either way, there wasn't a whole lot of room for him to work. They're trying to scramble or find a lane. It's going to go down as a sack. It'll set up 2nd down and 13. We are breezing through quarter number 1 here in Baltimore.
Plummer gets set. Dropping back.
Plummer drops back, throws left side, finds a receiver. Spun down after a mid gain up to the 40-yard line, 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5. I like that Jake Plummer went with that. He lost 3 yards, went ahead and picked up 8, put him into a 3rd and manageable. You can still kind of work with the run game if you really want to. More likely going to throw. And that's just a little off the mark. And that'll be it for that drive. Still not a terrible drive by the Baltimore Ravens. Took away the Buffalo Bills' opportunity to score.
Mormon will try to have this one stop inside the 10. Here's the kick, and he chooses
Sky-high
not to
punt
return
for a
this
fair
one.
catch. And they just couldn't get it. It looked like they were trying to go for that, like, jump and bat down, but missed it there. I don't know why this field seems like it's so poorly lit. He missed it. He just swung and missed. He had a lot more room to work with. I wonder if he just kind of miscounted where he was, miscalculated where he was on the field.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Because he had probably 5 yards
20.
or so to work with. Could have down that inside the 10 for sure, maybe down around the 5-yard line. Instead, touchback comes out to the 20, and it's a quick pass from Tim Couch out to the left side. I believe that is Keyshawn Johnson. He'll get all the way up to the 40, and a nice gain to go from first down to first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Give it all you got. Stick up.
Hands it off. Great fake. With the throw, he put everything he had behind that throw.
That's one
Nice
way to
catch
make
by
sure your
Davis.
receiver
Short
doesn't
but
drop
effective
the ball.
gain.
You throw
Off
it
the
so
play
hard
action pass.
that he has to catch it in self-defense. You just put it right on him.
2nd and 5. Ball on their own 47. Dime backs in for this play. Gets rid of it.
It was over the middle, and lucky that that one was caught. Terrific read by the Baltimore defense right there to just see right where he was going. Didn't matter if he caught the ball. You were going to stick a hit on him immediately. It was either going to be an incomplete pass and like a 3rd down and 6, or a completed pass still short of the line to gain.
Sets up.
3rd down and 3. They're going to go with a run play right up the middle. Williams still on his feet, just absolutely bullying men. Ran right into that dude's keister, and he just would not let it go. That is where it gets a little weird with some of the tackles, where a player is standing still and their hitbox kind of just acts like a brick wall, maybe when it shouldn't. Granted, this game is 20 years old, so.
Hand it off to the back.
This running back is more effective than some passing games.
It is the Ricky Williams Show, part 2 here.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
9-yard gain on a 1st and 10, sets up 2nd and 1. Do we get one more play here before the end of quarter number 1?
Looking for room.
We do. It's going to be a throw to the left side, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Keyshawn Johnson. Henry on the coverage there, and a nice job to get that ball knocked away. The last possible second. Goose Egg game through one very efficient quarter.
To start the 2nd quarter.
And the Bills in good position to at least try a field goal here. From here, it would be...
They line up in the I formation.
Nope, just kidding. Thought that we were going to... Oh, no! That is the worst time for Tim Couch to take a sack, and he's injured his leg on the play. Oh, no. Oh, the Bills. They could be in some trouble here. They are going to go for the field goal.
Madden will attempt to put up the first points of the day. And it's on its way.
Kick is away, and the kick is good. 53 yards by Olindo Mare. 8-play, 47-yard drive. Took 2 minutes off the clock and gives Buffalo a 3-0 lead. I'm very curious to see how that injury affects the rest of this game. It's a good time for the Baltimore Ravens defense to kind of pounce and try and
The kickoff team lines up.
maybe get a couple scores while he's out. Put them in a weird position.
From the 5-yard line.
From the 5, he'll get up to the
Defense
20.
will try to force them to punt again as they did the
15
last
yards
time the
on the
offense
return there. It'll be 1st and 10.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Pass play here on 1st down. Under pressure. A lot of space in front.
Jake the Snake Plummer finding some room off the left side.
Now the key to this first down was the fact that the defense lost containment
just
on
took
the
it.
quarterback.
Just took the ball. Didn't really see anything you wanted to see.
First down.
And a real nice run off the left side of the line.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 35.
First down and 10. Oh, Plummer with a little sidearm sling right there. Finds receiver, or running back, I should say, Curtis Martin out of the backfield. Not much in the way of a gain there, but a completed pass does keep that clock moving. They'll give him 2 yards on that. It'll be 2nd down and 8, Baltimore. Looking good here on this drive. Toss left side. Baltimore doesn't look so good on this drive. I spoke a little too soon. It was really only 2 plays. And that is a terrific job by the Bills defense to shoot the gap there. Drop him for a loss. Set up a 3rd down and long.
Or cut back lane to break free.
They come out of the nickel.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Pressure, throwing short to his left.
Throws, and that's again going to Curtis Martin. It was the Curtis Martin. It was like Jake Plummer ran for like a decent gain there, 15 yards or whatever, and then it was flat to the right, Curtis Martin. Running play, Curtis Martin, flat to the left. Curtis Martin, 3 plays for a total of a yard. And they will punt the ball away. Buffalo's defense looking great after giving up the first down. All right, so it is going to be Palmer. Is there a different Palmer? There are 2 Palmers. Palmer number 3, and that's not a great throw. A little surprised to see him throw the ball in that scenario. Just 1st and 10, maybe just turn around, hand it off. It's been the Ricky Williams show all day for the Buffalo Bills. Why not just keep that rolling? Don't put it in like a young quarterback's hands. Is it Jesse Palmer?
Under pressure.
All of this is awful. What is Buffalo doing? This doesn't make any sense. A no-back set on 2nd and 10. You're not going to try and get any yards?
Here's a look at the 3rd down success rate of each team.
I don't see it.
Conversions are usually a good
the 3rd down success rate of who?
It means that your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Gets rid of it. Almost.
Oh my goodness. That is obviously terrible execution because it's 3 just really bad incompletions. 2 of them like right to Buffalo defenders. That is terrible play calling. Awful play calling. You have Tim Couch, who's probably a better quarterback than whatever Palmer is in right now. And you kept feeding the ball to the running back. And then you bring out a backup quarterback after injury and make him throw 3 times? It doesn't make any sense.
They'll go from the I formation over to the halfback, steamrolls the defender.
Curtis Martin is spinning all over the place. Not enough to get any yards. Kind of a bummer there, but that is how it goes sometimes.
The offense lines up with split backs behind the quarterback. Hands off to the tailback, closing in with the throw, and it's caught. McMichael was there to make the catch for the 1st down.
He's glad he made that catch. I'm sure the quarterback will look his way again when he needs another 1st down.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 37-yard line. Martin, the deep back. Pressure.
Throws right side. Finds again Curtis Martin. They are just giving him every opportunity to get his hands on the ball.
Don't stop. Keep going till you
Jake the Snake Plummer does take a hit on that throw.
runner. Get set.
They're going to go with Curtis Martin yet again, trying to run the right
You don't
side.
see too many corners in the league who will come up and make a play on a guy behind the line of scrimmage like that.
Oops.
That's a nice-looking play.
That's not what I want.
2 minutes left.
All right, 2-minute warning here in our third of 4 games today. I'm just trying to find the other Madden series.
94. Catch the ball, man.
Looks like he
We're going to go
just
Curtis
made
Martin,
it.
and he's going to just barely get it. 1st and 10 inside of 2 minutes here. Baltimore looking good to tie this game. And that is a throw into 2 receivers. No separation. One of those weird just 1, 2, 3. That final step got rid of the ball. And there were 2 receivers that just had not separated.
Behind him.
27-yard line.
I think Madden 04's games are a little more consistently long. It's like the longest video was 3.5 hours.
Picks up maybe 3 on that carry. 3rd and 7. Ball on the 23
in Madden 2003, but I think we got bailed out a couple of times in the... We have a penalty here. Plummer going to run left side, avoids the laundry, but does not avoid the defender. Going to be an offsides. And they will take the yardage after the run rather than the penalty yard, just with just the yellow hanky right on the ground. Celebrating. First down, baby! I mean, obviously it would take this. First down run, really nice job there. Run to hit that left side. That's been the effective spot for him. His 2 biggest runs have come off the left side there.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Like I was saying, though, I think in some of those playoff games we were bailed out by some
Pressure
efficient play
Touchdown, Baltimore. And he's able to get open
to help mitigate some of the longer games. Extra point coming. Beautiful throw by Jake Plummer here. We're going to take a look at it, and that's just a mismatch right there. We've seen that pretty consistently today. It was more obvious in the first game, but just getting a receiver on a linebacker, give it a simple little route, just whatever can help your receiver accelerate as quickly as possible to create that separation. Easy pitch and catch for the touchdown to give Baltimore the lead at 7-3. 9-play, 51-yard drive, 1 minute and 47 seconds off the clock. And the Buffalo Bills could be in some real trouble here. It's not necessarily their defense's fault, though the couple of short drives have not helped the Bills. The injury could be a big deal as far as their season is concerned.
The kickoff team lines up.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 87.
Nice kick and returnable.
So the kick is going to be returned from about the 7-yard line. He'll get up to the 20. Little sidestep hesitation. The Bills needed a big play there. They might need kickoff return, punt return, interception, fumble. I mean, something defensively or special teams wise that'll give them kind of like the automatic 3 sort of thing, like just in field goal range. Just don't turn the ball over. As we see Palmer deep down the sideline. I was totally and completely wrong. They could do it offensively. Touchdown, Buffalo. Baltimore with what looked like a fantastic drive, and the Buffalo Bills, boy, having these 2 teams play each other kind of sucks. And look at what we have here. A receiver on a defensive end. That's just a go route. That's just run as fast as you can up the field, and I will throw the ball as far as I can. And we will hopefully get a nice meeting for a touchdown. What a response by Buffalo.
Mate comes in to attempt the point after. The kick is up.
Gotta hold my headphones on
And
here.
the extra point is good.
So Baltimore had that lead for all of 8 seconds, and now it's 10-7. Buffalo back on top by 3. 1:06 to go here, second quarter.
Here's the kickoff team.
She is lined up for the kickoff.
Decent kick. We should have a return. From the 3-yard line. And we'll see if they can move the ball as well through the air this time as they did after scoring a touchdown on their last possession. Only one man back. Plummer gets set.
What does Plummer have in response to the response?
To the air on first down. Under pressure.
They're going to go with a run again, trying that left side. That's been the spot. He'll pick up about 9. Baltimore will take a timeout just inside a minute to go. What I'm going to be curious about here is typically they take the timeout, like I've been telling you, at the minute mark and then immediately after a positive play at about the 57, 56 second mark. We'll see if they take another timeout if this play is a success or if they try to hold on to that. Plummer again off the left side. They will indeed take it. So 1 timeout remaining for Baltimore with 50 seconds to go here.
They line up in the I formation.
They're in Buffalo territory just like that.
Campbell, the man in motion.
I cannot believe Buffalo got that kind of a mismatch on their touchdown throw. A wide receiver matched up against a defensive end. How do you end up with that kind of mismatch?
The quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. When it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
They'll need some good yardage here on second down, and then should be in the hurry up for the rest of this drive.
So second down and 10 with 46 seconds to go.
Slings it out.
Plummer drops back, throws left side. It's Curtis Martin. He'll get pushed near the boundary, but not out of bounds. Clock will continue to move as it is third down and inches. Good opportunity for Buffalo to try and get off the field here. If I'm Baltimore, I stay on regardless. It's a 2-down territory. They didn't need it because it was 1-down territory. Inside the 20 for a big gain. That's where I think you call that third timeout. And that's where this game, calling the timeout at the 1 minute mark and then immediately following, really dooms some of these teams. That is a terrific opportunity. That's a big 25, 30-yard gain. Timeout. Save yourself 10 seconds.
But they didn't want to blow their chance of getting some points before the half. So he has to be smart with his throw.
Second down and 10.
Drops back. Pressure coming. Rolling.
Oh, that was a terrible pass. That probably should have been an interception. I mean, how good of a position was that Bills player in? My God.
Tip passes can turn into interceptions pretty easily.
They'll be faced with a long third down play here. Ball on the 18-yard line. Under pressure.
Plummer throws, finds a receiver. He'll be knocked down right at the line to gain. And that is a big tackle by the Buffalo Bills to get Curtis Martin stopped in his tracks, create a 4th and inches, and they'll use their final timeout. And Cundiff will go for the field goal.
The score will be tied if he makes this kick. And it's on its way.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. 9-play, 63-yard drive, exactly 1 minute off the clock. Cundiff connects for 3, 10-10 with 6 seconds to go in the half.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. The kick should be returnable.
The kick is returnable, or returned from the 6-yard line. He'll get up past the 20, and there will be 3 seconds to go in the half. Now, they got the dream matchup you could ever want. Receiver against a defensive lineman. They got burned for a touchdown. What do they have in store this time around? I think you take a shot regardless.
Throwing on first down.
Nope, they're going to go with a run play. And that was maybe the one run play that they had. And I think they called a timeout. Oh, nope, no, they didn't. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good.
At halftime, Baltimore 10. Buffalo 10.
Not boring, but an efficient,
Welcome back.
a very efficient first quarter, scoreless first quarter. We got 20 points in that second quarter. 10-10, all knotted up here. Going into the second half, the injury looms large for the Bills. I don't think we have heard anything, but there definitely hasn't been anything on screen as far as the injury and its length, because I don't think when you do these demo mode things, it shows those updates, but it does if you were to pick a team and not
The Ravens will start the drive from
bounce out of it, because we got some updates in one of the games because I had simulated some things for some storylines.
It's 1st and 10.
Maybe that was because we had simulated some stuff. I don't know. But it would show stuff now, and it would show the final scores from the other games. It doesn't, you know what? It doesn't matter.
Tosses it left.
So they're going to go with a toss to the left. Again, Curtis Martin, he is getting so many touches in this game. Went with that left side run. Been the effective spot for Palmer. No, Plummer. Oh, God. Buffalo, Baltimore, Plummer, and Palmer. Oh, my Lanta.
And said he thought this game would hinge on their performance.
That was Melissa Stark with her sideline report.
So 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard gain. Left side's been the strong side for this Buffalo or the Baltimore offense when they're trying to run the ball. That's a nice completion to the left side. That'll get him into Buffalo territory and pick up the first down.
They line up in the I formation.
Get in there. Set. Hut. Got the ball. Hut. Snake eyes. Hut.
Plummer
The 40.
pulls it down and runs. He's going to get a bonus 15-yard face mask from Takeo Spikes. It's going to really help out there. Dropped back. Didn't even really look like he wanted to throw the ball. Just let the offense kind of hard a hole there, and bam, he was gone. Bonus 15 yards on that one, too.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Stay up. Set. Hut.
To the air on 1st down. Pressure.
Well, they're going to run to the right this time.
They come up
They are just letting Jake the Snake Plummer just run the ball.
Get a rush to the outside.
That's it.
And keep him contained. He got loose on that one.
It's 2nd down and 1 to go.
It's a 9-yard run there. It really has just been the Plummer Martin.
Using motion. Cross play to the left.
They're going left side. Nice spin move to get up the field. I thought the Buffalo Bills would have him in the backfield, but a terrific circle press there for Martin, who is going to the Pro Bowl. 80 touchdowns in his career.
That's how he got by the 1st down marker.
Only one man in the backfield. Pressure coming.
Throws left side. That should have been picked. That should have been an interception.
Touchdown on 1st down, but couldn't get it to his target. 2nd down, goal to go. Ball is 2.5 yards out.
2nd and goal, going with the run. It's going to be dragged down by the shoulder pads. Looked like it was close to a horse collar tackle, but I'll keep him away from the end zone for one more play. 3rd down and goal from the 2. That is going to also help milk this 3rd quarter clock. Baltimore with a long drive. Pitch left side. It's been the strong side all day, and it continues to be the strong side again. Touchdown, Curtis Martin on the pitch. that'll give Baltimore the lead, 16-10, extra point pending.
They'll get set for the extra point.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. 2-yard run by Martin. 9-play drive. Gives Baltimore the lead coming out of the break.
Teams happy after that one. Probably telling their defense to give them the ball back so they can go score again.
Here's the kickoff team.
Will be kicking off to start the second half. Number 80, back deep to return.
It's on its way.
Last time Baltimore scored a touchdown, the Bills were able to strike back with a 1-play bomb down the left sideline. We'll see what they can do this time. Do they have a methodical drive in them, or was their big blast their best opportunity? We'll see. I'm curious to see what the play calling is here, too. That's what I was kind of hoping that we would see would be a run.
A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
A little surprised that Williams hit the circle button so soon to go back towards all the contact, the teeth of the defense. Just kind of try to set that edge, try to get the corner there. Still managed to pick up 3, but feel like he could have had a little bit more if he'd stayed patient. Oh my goodness. Well, there it is. There's why I thought you would see more running plays. That is a terrible interception. Just a heinous interception. So Plummer will come back out on the with the offense, up 7 with 2:16 to go here in the third, and a great opportunity to both extend this lead and run this quarter out. We're gonna actually have a false start. It's been a relatively penalty-free day, but some of the penalties have been a little weird. False start, I believe that's on the center too, which is kind of wild. So it'll be 1st down and 15. Could be the push that Buffalo's defense needs.
1st and 15. Pass play here on 1st down.
Drops back, looks, fires left side. Beats the defender. Nice throw toward the outside shoulder. His receiver was going to get it, or likely no one was going to get it. And they take all that penalty yardage back and get a bunch more.
1st and 10.
Deep in Bills territory inside the 25-yard line, looking for that red zone.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
Pitch right side. Buffalo in the backfield. Right side has been their better side to defend, or the defense's left side. Second down and 12.
The offense lines up with split backs behind the quarterback.
On the 25-yard line.
McMichael, the man in motion. Cross play to the left.
Pitch left side. Nice spin move by Martin, who gets past the first defender, but the second guy is able to knock him down. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 11-yard line. Actually, it'll be the 11-yard line exactly, so there is room for a 1st down before the goal line.
Off to the back.
They'll go with a running play, diving for the end zone, touchdown. So Baltimore scores on their opening play, or opening drive, excuse me. Get the lead to 17-10. They get a turnover immediately on the first or second play of the Bills drive, and they're able to cash that in for 6 more. 7 with this extra point pending, and just like that, what was the best and most competitive game of the day has shifted quite suddenly in favor of the Baltimore Ravens. That injury was pretty catastrophic for the Buffalo Bills.
The kick is up, and he picks on the extra point. And so they turn that drive into a great one as it ends with a touchdown.
Big players make big plays, and that scores touchdown. Give some credit to the linemen out there. They're the biggest guys in the field, and without them, no one gets into the end zone.
So here we go. Another kickoff for Baltimore. 1:12 to go here in quarter number 3. Coming up next, we have Lions Cowboys in a battle of NFC East and North teams
from the 8-yard line
for the right to go play the St. Louis Rams.
To an abrupt end. They'll do a better job, I think, of protecting the ball this time around. Williams, the deep man. They give it to the halfback, looking for leverage. And he's tackled.
Trying to find a little bit of room right up the middle.
4-yard gain there.
I think you kind of just stay on the ground here. I mean, you get 3 4-yard gains. That's still a first down before a fourth down.
From the I formations.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Buffalo has to score on this drive, and I imagine Baltimore is going to be very aggressive and trying to get into the backfield.
3rd and 4. Ball again.
Going for the handoff. Tried to bounce it and spin and turn and move. Duck and weave. They're going to give him the first down, which is stunning. I did not think he was really even all that close, honestly.
The quarterback gets set with only
They will indeed give him a first down, fresh set. Just past the 30 to 33. He's going to go left side. Oh, man. It looked like he was going to have that stiff arm push, but they kind of just collided and both fell down opposite directions. Very weird tackle there, but it's a big tackle for the Baltimore Ravens. We are going to be through 3 here. 24 to 10, huge quarter for the Baltimore Ravens to take a tie game at half and extend it to a 14-point lead for them going into the final 5 minutes.
The Bills line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Dropping back, gets rid of it.
Oh no, it got tipped and picked. Oh, it wasn't his fault, but it's contend. It's a pick 6. An interception, touchdown immediately starting the 4th quarter. And it has just completely fallen apart for the Buffalo Bills. It wasn't really his fault. The receiver got tackled right as the ball got there. Tossed it up into the air, and number 44 able to come down with it and take it to the house. So 10-10 at the half. And they're able to take 2 turnovers and their first possession of the second half and push it to a 21-point lead. Unbelievable.
And it's up. The point after is good. Great run.
Kick is good. 38-yard interception return.
They finally seem to have it all put together.
I can't believe this was like the best game.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 80, back deep to return.
Not a bad kick, they'll set up for the return. From the 3. The Bills will start the drive from the 21-yard line.
Number 87 on the return.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Give it all you got, kid. Come on. Here come the heat.
Gets the
Drops back, fires. It's a short gain, but
a little bit, but he's happy with the
they'll
result.
still go to Williams. A couple interceptions. That second one not really his fault. The first one was pretty terrible.
Did that connecting with his man for a pretty good pickup.
5-yard gain will set up 2nd down and 5. It's going to force Buffalo into mostly a passing situation, which is not really what you want to see. Though that was a pretty nice throw. Can't get past number 44, though. Drugged down. I think they're going to be in Baltimore territory here. It's kind of funny watching this game, so much now. It's, early 30s, mid 30s guy versus playing this game as a 10, 11-year-old. No, 13, 14-year-old. Sorry, my numbers were off there in my head. You don't realize how many of the cuts are just like completely nonsensical. Just continuity error after continuity error. It's like he already got up and then he's on the ground like asking for help up. But like when you're a kid, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. It's just like it's on TV. Sometimes you even wish that the games had commercials, which is a very dumb thing to ask for.
That's just a great job by the receiver. Not only was he able to make the catch in the rocket,
especially now you just get ads for NFTs. You're like, oh no, this is the worst. EA, you're dumb. People still trying to make that a thing. Like, no.
Total, and the defense has been having a very difficult time bringing him down.
All right. Buffalo with their best looking drive of the second half, because it hasn't resulted in a turnover yet. Williams breaks the first tackle but can't get past the second guy. 61 yards on the ground today for Williams. And it didn't look like the Baltimore running back was too far behind. I think over 50 for him on the day. 2nd down and 6, 3.5 to go in this wild card matchup.
Looking downfield, and it's complete. That's 3 times on this drive.
What were the records of these teams?
Yeah, and the thing is, they'll be doing more than just picking up first downs if this success continues.
Baltimore didn't get out to the quick start that we saw New Orleans get out to, or Jacksonville got out to, but the injury changed the complexion of this game, and them being able to capitalize with the 3rd interception of the day. Oh, that is, it's not a terrible decision, but it's a terrible decision because it went to the interception, but you could see where he was going. He just did not see that.
Following the interception, it's now 1st and 10.
The defender right in the way. So it is a touchback, and Buffalo will end their 3rd straight drive with a turnover.
Good pickup of about 6.
And this is where Baltimore can do a very good job here. Just shift into 4-minute offense. Ideally, if this game had proper clock management or had at least the accelerated clock, you could really start to wind these games down much quicker, because they'll usually snap it with about 20 seconds left. And that's what we'll get right here. We'll go with a run left side again. Martin looked like he was going to be free and clear, but number 37 just kind of showed up. Went for the stiff arm, but that was a weird looking stiff arm. 1st down and 10 as we inch toward the 2-minute warning. All Baltimore here in the second half.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 41. The Ravens using motion.
There's no reason for them to snap it before the 2-minute warning, but they do anyway. Curtis Martin, big run, right side. He is free. Not free, but I should have said foot race there, all the way down to the 20. This is...
Someone has to get a big block, and that's
exactly there's the big block.
This guy just gets run over, and he's completely knocked out of the play.
Two minutes to go.
So the highest remaining seed would be the 3. So that would mean that Baltimore is going to go face Denver. And then the Jacksonville Jaguars will head to New York. as we see a touchdown here. And we watched a couple of really good AFC East teams just get run out of the building.
Going all the way to the end zone. That's a heck of a run.
Extra. They put up 28 points in the second half alone. Very excited to see how next week goes. Especially on the AFC side of things. I think that, you know, these two teams that won today, the home teams that have won in the AFC, have been so surprising. Jacksonville relied so heavily on big plays throughout the game. Can they replicate that? Can they put a drive together when they need to against whoever they're going to play next week? The Jets, I think, because they'd be the 4. So they would be the lowest remaining seed, which would go to the number 1 seed, who is the New York Jets. And then Baltimore, can they capitalize off this success? Can they keep this rhythm? Can they keep Curtis Martin? I mean, it was the Curtis Martin, Jake Plummer show throughout most of this game.
First down, maybe
3 interceptions, definitely helpful. Returning one of them for a touchdown, definitely helpful. Capitalizing on one of the turnovers with a touchdown. Can Baltimore get involved in a shootout and still be effective? Or do they want to, just kind of control the clock? I think it's going to be very, very interesting in the AFC. On the NFC side of things,
they line up in the I formation.
they're going to go face Tampa Bay, who I think has a rookie quarterback, in the third matchup of those division rivals. There's a nice throw into Baltimore territory. And we saw Buffalo's best play after Baltimore scored the touchdown to put them up 7-3, and that was it. And it wasn't even that it was a good play, it was just a matchup that benefited Buffalo so heavily.
The defender was able to put the pressure on, forcing the incomplete pass.
I really like the way this defense attacks the offensive line. They're very aggressive, relying on man-to-man coverage on the outside to shut down the receivers as they bring guys from everywhere on the blitzes.
Palmer gets set. Under pressure.
Off his back foot, it looked like, and that'll be a completion for about 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5 to go. This was a fairly efficient game, which is pretty helpful when it comes to some of these longer videos. Hit 5 yards short. They're actually going to give him a loss of 1. So 4th down, and 6. This is going to do it for this game. Buffalo has to convert here. I mean, they're out of it. They've been out of it for so long now. And it's an interception, his 4th pick of the day. I am pretty sure Buffalo had 4 possessions in this second half, and every single one of them was an interception.
This one is just about in the books. So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go, come on. You got it.
They'll take over at the 27-yard
Hand it off to the back. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. line. 7 yards to go. Ball on their own 31.
1 interception, 1 touchdown, 4 tackles.
From the I formation, using motion. They give it to the halfback.
Curtis Martin again running well off that right side.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for first downs, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
You think they would have already made the adjustments there, Mr. Madden, considering that it's under 30 seconds to go in quarter number 4.
Man in motion.
So a dominant second half for Baltimore is going to push Buffalo out of the playoffs That injury to Tim Couch was huge. That will end the Buffalo Bills season. The Ravens survive and absolutely annihilate them. Just the second half. Second half was all they needed. They could have scored nothing in the first half and still come out with a blowout victory, ending, I'm fairly confident in that, 4 Buffalo Bills drives. 4 Buffalo Bills drives, all of them ending with interceptions, which is just a wild statistic. All right, here we go. Auto saving. We have one more game. Normally that is where the video ends. But not today. Today we are going for 4 games. And we'll actually probably do that in just a moment. And we're going to throw you to a brief break. Good opportunity to make sure that you've scrolled down, subscribed, ring the bell, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. And I will be right back to join you for more NFL action. Our 4th and final game of the day. Detroit taking on the Cowboys in just a moment. All right, we are back with our 4th and final game of the day. Lions taking on the Cowboys. A couple blue and silver teams doing battle here in Madden NFL 2004's final wild card game. The sometimes fraudulent, but still NFC East winning Dallas Cowboys are the home team. They are they'd be the 4 spot, the 4 seed. Taking on the Lions that I thought would actually
as we get set for another great matchup. Welcome to tonight's NFC wildcard
I didn't
game.
quite get that the way I wanted to.
And each of these teams have their sights set on a win. What a build-up leading up to this one as the Lions square off against the Cowboys.
I think I got it a split second late.
Partner
So I'll
John
actually
Madden
do
here to bring you
that.
today's
We'll
game.
save this.
This defense has been watching
I'll
extra
just go
film
back
all
and
week.
fix it later. No
Because they're
problem.
facing a dangerous pool. And it starts with this guy. He'll make throws that no other quarterback would ever
The Detroit Lions have the most absurd quarterback room that we have ever seen in one of these games.
The one-time Clemson Tiger will be his go-to guy once again, and for obvious reasons. He's one of the better route runners and always seems to make the catch in traffic. Stopping this combo hasn't been easy.
The
for
quarterback
many
room is
defenses, so we'll
absurd.
have to see
I thought that
what
the
type of
Detroit Lions would
coverages
take
go
the
with to
NFC
prevent
North,
these
but
two
they
from doing a
kind
lot
of
of
faltered towards
Now
the
this is what you call excitement. Look at those guys down there.
the latter
They
part of the
can't even
season, and
stand
we have
still.
maybe the best matchup
Teams
of
are
the
out on
day
field,
so
ready
far.
for the kickoff as we
And
get
I guess
this NFC
there's not really
wildcard
much,
game started.
there's nowhere else to really go after this. So, yeah, a couple of good-looking teams here, 10-win teams.
Wilkins in to kick
We're going
this
to do
one
battle
off.
in the wild card. So the 6th seed has already moved on.
Get much of that
These two teams are fighting for the
from the 15.
ability to go play the St. Louis Rams, and a terrific run back there by the Detroit Lions. We'll get this game started at the 32-yard line.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 32. It's the toss to the left.
Going to go with a toss to the left-hand side. The blocker was out there trying to take care of one Dallas Cowboy, but running back ended up in front of that lead fullback blocker, and it was a one-on-one battle that he ended up losing. Gannon, Rich Gannon, the quarterback today for the Detroit Lions, still picking up 2. Don't be confused, we are in Dallas. They wear their white jerseys at home, and I hate it.
Throw.
There's a throw by Gannon, again, kind of into
Sometimes
double
guy has the
coverage a
adrenaline
little
going
bit.
full throttle in the beginning of the plays, and he
Looks
wants
like
to
that
make
throw
the
was
play
maybe just a
so
little bit
bad,
high off the
he ends
hands
up overthinking
and
drops the
incomplete.
ball.
We see the Dallas Cowboys
Wildcard weekend, and I wouldn't be
quite a
surprised to see
bit
at least
throughout the
one
regular
big upset.
season, and they have not always looked like the best team, even though they had a record that would indicate that they were one of the best teams. I think you could understand why they are a 4 seed, and you can see that, I mean, this is the 4th season that we've done this, and the Dallas Cowboys have won the NFC East 3 times. The only other time was Washington won in Madden NFL 2003, and the Eagles for the first time this year were competitive. We still have not seen competition out of the
Melissa, is
Giants
there an
yet.
update?
which is all what I'm most interested in is just like which teams can kind of like show up and surprise. Like the Detroit Lions weren't really all that great around this time. I don't know that the Dallas Cowboys were super great. Eagles are the team that I kind of think of that early to mid 2000s, right around this time. As far as the NFC East is concerned, because of Dante Culpepper. So it's cool to see a team like Detroit here in the playoffs. That's what is exciting about this sort of thing, especially now that we're into 03-04, and the Houston Texans are a team that could possibly make a playoff run far sooner than they ever would in real life. So that's what's interesting. So the Giants just haven't looked good. I don't know that the Bears have ever really been competitive. I can't remember though. So it might have more to do with like coaching deficiencies. But I think if you put together a good team like the Detroit Lions had this season, even though they just faltered or fell short on a third down conversion, maybe sometimes like just pure talent can just win out. Not, all the way to the Super Bowl or whatever, but can at least put them in a position to get into the playoffs. We'll see what happens next season. It'll be exciting to be in a different game for a little while. As we approach our 100th episode, we'll crown the 5th champion in episode number 100 sometime in like December or something. I can count it out, actually.
Get set.
November 14th, if my calculations are correct.
22. The running back gets about 3.
Would be episode number 100, and then we'd be into a new game that would crown champion number 6. Champion number 4 going to be crowned here on June 27th, so be sure to tune into that. If you want to check out the divisional round, you can do that next week. That last episode will have the 2 championship games, AFC and NFC, the Super Bowl, and likely the Pro Bowl.
Guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
The Cowboys line up in the
So the Cowboys looking at 3rd and 9, halfway through quarter number 1. No score just yet. Lions shift their defense. Looked like they might be bringing a blitzer off that right side. They did indeed, and that was a correct. That was a good call by the quarterback there to throw to the right side. That was where you were likely going to have the one-on-one coverage. It just wasn't a very good throw. Better coverage. I mean, that's just everything about that play worked for Detroit, right? You bring everybody off. It's still a good decision by the quarterback, but good coverage on the back end. Force a 4th down and 9. The punt is away, and he'll return it from the 30 or the 40 maybe, and he'll get up into Dallas territory just like that. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Detroit on the Dallas 47.
It's 1st and 10.
See if the Lions can get into a little bit more rhythm here on this one. I formation on this drive, I should say. Gannon with a weird little jump pass to a slide catch. All of that was a very weird play that ended very quickly.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Sideline to sideline. Ain't got nothing. Set.
Using motion. Dropping back. Throwing.
Gannon throws left side, and the receiver just had not turned around. I'm a little confused as to where that was going. There was a receiver further toward the sideline, right on the sideline, that looked like maybe that's where that ball was going to, but with the way that he threw it, it just hit a receiver that wasn't even looking for it as he went up the field.
Man in motion. Gets the toss to the right.
Going right side. He's going to be met right before the line to gain, but gets hit and spun around. Falls forward, and that'll be a gain
I mean, that just will drive a coach nuts.
That'll get a first down. I realized I didn't know what the down and distance was. It is a gain of one more than he needed. There we go. For a 1st and 10.
Crosses it left.
There we go, left side run this time. Dallas looking pretty good, had them in the backfield, but a nice spin there helped salvage some of those yards. Actually gave him a few. Should be 2nd down and about 7. So it would have been no gain, maybe a loss of a yard, but instead the spin move gave him 5.
Gannon with a man in motion. Pressure with the throw.
There's a nice throw in between 2 defenders. Found the one man who needed to catch that ball.
Everything he had into that one.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Gannon's going to drop it. He's going to just tuck it and run. That was such a weird play. He's going to hit the top of this drop and still take another couple of steps before getting north and south. Big run by Rich Gannon.
It's 1st and goal. Ball on the 10-yard line.
They are right on the 10-yard line. I thought it was maybe at the 15, but I'm glad I didn't say anything. 1st and goal. He's going to go with a nice run just straight up the gut, and that is a touchdown, Detroit. That is the kind of drive you're expecting from these Detroit Lions. Maybe not the Rich Gannon tuck and go, but efficient passing, good-looking running, and a balanced attack that's going to lead to 6. .28 seconds to go here in quarter number 1, and Gannon, I believe, is the the backup, which you kind of forget about because he's like a 97 overall. Dante Culpepper is was the starting quarterback. I think he got injured in one of the games that we covered, and then they bring out Rich Gannon, and it's like, oh,
They did everything they had
what?
to on that one.
And then I think their 3rd string's like Sean King, and I'm like, this quarterback room is ridiculous. Give some quarterbacks to the other teams, please.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Nice kick and returnable. From the 6-yard line.
From the 6, he'll get up to the 20. Spun down right at that 20-yard line. And that is where the Cowboys will start their drive. The 21, to be exact.
Man in motion. Tosses it left.
You go with a pitch to the left side. Nice spin move there. The defender there had a beat on where he wanted to go. Had the angle and everything except for the circle button, making a move. Picking up a few yards on that. Every time we see Dallas, we usually highlight number 5. I don't know that we've had an opportunity to call his name just yet. And by his name, I mean number 5, because I don't actually know his name off the top of my head. Dallas is going to run it to the end of the 1st quarter. The Lions come up with a touchdown with about 30 seconds to go, and they take an early lead as we go into quarter number 2.
Ready to start the 2nd quarter. Only one man in the backfield. Madden gets set, using motion.
Oh my goodness. I thought maybe that was the greatest play action call you could ever do. I thought for sure he was going to pull that ball.
Into a big loss like that.
But instead, Detroit just read it so beautifully. And that 5-yard gain that they're able to get with the nice spin move inside, all gone. Maddox looks, fires over the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. Nice timing on the contact there by the Detroit defense. And Jeff Fields is out for his second punt of the game. We haven't seen much of this Dallas Cowboys offense, and I don't think you really want to if it looks like garbage like it does now.
Here's the punt.
The punt is away, and it'll be actually returned. He runs into his own man right up the gut. He's going to get to the first down marker for the Dallas Cowboys, which was at the 36 or 31-yard line. That was a surprising and terrific return. Surprising that he did it because there were people all around him, but a terrific return because he was able to get it up the middle. Well set up by the punt coverage team. And again, just really solid field position. Second drive in a row that Dallas has started in, or excuse me, Detroit has started in Dallas territory. St. Louis, maybe just start watching Detroit Lions tape. Maybe don't worry about the Dallas Cowboys at all. Just a thought.
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Rolling.
Oh, tipped and incomplete.
This pass is incomplete. That short pass incomplete brings up a third down play. They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Slow. Comes in motion.
Third down and 3 following the incompletion. Throws outside, and it's just not able to be held on to by the receiver. It's a nice throw by Gannon. Good coverage on the backside by the Dallas Cowboys. I think you just got to come down with that catch. And we will see a field goal attempt. So the great defensive stand by Detroit and the terrific return is not really rewarded by the offense. The kick is up, and the kick is good. We've seen the away teams have a little bit of trouble with field goals in today's games, but I don't think it would really matter because you're inside and they play in a dome in Detroit anyway, so. If Detroit wins this week and next week and the Saints win, the NFC title game would be held in Detroit, which is pretty wild. From the 4-yard line, he'll get up to the 20 and is just slung down by the first man that meets him. 4 first downs by the Cowboys, nothing, or 4 first downs for the Lions, excuse me, nothing for the Cowboys. This team, I have said it throughout the season, has always looked like a fraudulent division leader, winner, one-loss team.
Dropping back to pass on first down. He gets the count. Can't bring him down.
We'll see if that defense can keep the offense or the team 7 plays, 7 yards. That is disgusting. We'll see if the Dallas defense can keep them in the game long enough for Maddox and this offense to start to get into some form of rhythm. Good start on this drive, a 6-yard gain.
It's the toss to the left.
But you look at that last stats, those last stats they broke up. Brought up 7 plays, 7 yards, barely any time of possession. This Detroit defense is fresh. It is rested. You're not wearing them down like you would want to, or like a team like Baltimore did, where they just were ripping off chunk runs after chunk runs. In the last game, almost gets to the quarterback. I think it threw off the throw a little bit because it ended up hitting him at the shoulder. The receiver in the shoulder. That'll do it for this Detroit line, or this. Dallas, Detroit, Buffalo, and Baltimore. Having those games back-to-back, pretty rough. Pretty rough on the old brain. That time he does go for the fair catch. This is the first time that Detroit will start in their own territory in a while, and it's still pretty good field position at their own 40.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
First and 10.
Gannon under center, going for the handoff. He's going to try and bounce it out to the left. We're going to get the benefit of a 5-yard face mask. Little laundry on the field. And it will be first down and or second down and 5 after the 5-yard penalty. Thankfully for Dallas, it was just the 5-yard variety and not the 15-yard automatic first down face mask. It does eliminate a good play by their defense, which is unfortunate. A little bit of motion here is Gannon again under center. They're going to pitch left side. They're going or right side, excuse me. I think I said left side on the last one as well. Two runs to the right side, and they're going to get a total of 6 yards, but 5 of those yards are from the penalty.
Each team's success on third down so far.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on third down, you keep 3 things.
Gannon, short drop throws, fires, and finds a receiver who gets past the defense. 10-5, touchdown. Touchdown, Detroit. They are loving that left side, 60 yards, 29 over the middle. One little yard to the right, just one. A little surprised. It must have been a zone defense there because it seems weird that he would initiate the contact, and as soon as he gets past, it's just like, okay, I'm here now. Didn't want to run with you at all. I think that was a really important drive for Dallas to not give up points. Or not give up a touchdown at least. Kick is up and the kick is good. 53-yard pass from Gannon to Stallworth. And I was going to say right before that play, the Dallas defense had done a really good job. They got the penalty on him, stopped him for a yard, forced a 3rd and 4, right? And Detroit had looked good on the first touchdown drive right before the end of the first quarter. But the Dallas defense had done a good job on the next drive. It was just a really nice punt return. Held them in check, forced a field goal, and I think like a 3-and-out basically. Oh man, got tripped up. It looked like he was maybe going to get out of that mess there, but just could not stay on his feet. And so you take the previous drive where they only give up the field goal with pretty terrible field position. That drive where even with a 5-yard face mask penalty, you're still forcing a 3rd and 4. And then you give up that. You're like, oh, you've got this Detroit offense out of rhythm, keeping them, keeping your team down only 2 scores. Field goal still leaves it a 2-score game. And I think we have our first down for Dallas there on that throw to the left side. And that is indeed what we have. 2:10 to go here. We'll see if we get one more play before the 2-minute warning. That touchdown just feels so big for Detroit, and that sack feels huge. Maddox goes down deep in his own backfield. Terrific blitz timing, or play call timing. Really great execution. 2 safeties, or corners, blitzed off the edge and met at the quarterback, which is like literally what you would draw up.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
2 minutes to go here in half number 1. That's fine. I was gonna say half number 2 because I meant to say quarter. It's a big old word mess. Second down and 17, which is oddly enough how many points the Cowboys trail the Lions by. Maddox from under center takes the snap, throws. He's hit as he lets it go. It'll be 3rd down and 17. I got the one really nice play. Finally got a first down. Maybe going to start to get into a bit of a rhythm. Immediately got sacked.
To get the ball out of there quickly. He still has to try and get it out a little sooner, so he doesn't have to take too many hits.
Garner.
They're going to go with a running play on a 3rd down and 17.
So the punt team gets ready as we near halftime.
That's a decision, huh?
Gardner will go back to accept this punt. Here's the punt.
So on 4th and 12, they punt it away. He'll take it from inside the 20, and he'll get tripped up by the first guy that meets him up at right about the 20, and he falls forward for a few more yards to get up to the 25-yard line.
Situation like this. The only difference is this isn't the scout team defense.
Gannon gets set. Stallworth moves in motion.
So first down and 10. Gannon drops back and launches a deep pass over the middle, and we're going to see a timeout by Detroit here in 6 seconds. They might even, I don't even know if they're going to try and run up to the line of scrimmage. This is where I think a timeout actually is good. It doesn't necessarily have to be at that 1 minute mark. It could just be here at 1:06. But the big plays over the middle, that's where you want, you know, hey,
Detroit calls
timeout.
a timeout. They have 2
Detroit calls a time. They're right back into Dallas territory. Oh my goodness. Dallas is so bad. How did they win 10 games?
Dropping back to pass on first down.
We go with that weird Gannon run. Quarterback draw is what they usually call it. He just doesn't look natural running it. Most quarterbacks, once they hit that and they want to do the draw, they go forward. He like kind of takes some steps to the side. Whoo, which way's north? What are we doing? Still an 8-yard gain, and we see them burn timeout number 2. So Detroit down to 1 timeout here. 56 seconds to go. Gannon throws right side. It's intercepted. Oh, that could save the game for Dallas. They're going to need something here quickly. I think even a field goal is valid.
We might see a quick pass here on first down.
That's a mistake that I don't think Gannon can really afford. I know you're up 17. You want to try and push it as best, like as far as you can, the best you can. Try and really extend that lead. But you can't let Dallas get back in this game.
Looking for the deep pass down the right
Deep
side.
pass down the right side out towards midfield. Dallas takes the timeout immediately.
No problem picking up
They need 20 yards. 20 yards. Put a field goal on the board. That's it. Field goal on the board.
Throwing on first down. Closing in. Tossing it over the middle. Not much touch on that pass.
That's a real weird play right there.
Too much oomph on that throw.
They'll have to move the ball downfield quickly through the air to try to score before the half. Pressure with the pass.
Oh, he threw an interception. Oh, Dallas. Dallas had the shot to try and at least attempt to get back in this game. Edwards closes the door on that with a nice pick. It'll be right back into those Detroit Lions' paws with 41 seconds to go.
Edwards lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Throwing short to his left.
Don't love that play call there. Should see them hurry to the line. I did.
That one was all about timing. The quarterback.
Oh, they're going to stay in the huddle here. Real interesting.
Just at the right time.
That was a 5-yard loss. What are you doing? Detroit, you're up by 17. Now you're going to get all like, oh, here you go.
Detroit will call a timeout here.
Detroit's going to call their last time out here with 19 seconds remaining. I am very curious to see how this goes. They don't usually call this timeout this early.
He did a good job of hanging on to that last one because it got there in a
They would have maybe tried to run the ball all the way, like try to quick or run the hurry up offense and snap it and have that one just in the back pocket because it's going to be real dicey here. There's plenty of time. But it's simultaneously it feels like there's like more than enough time, but it's also like pretty dicey. That was almost intercepted. That was a very bad throw by Rich Gannon toward the sideline. I think if you hold on to that ball for maybe another second, the matchup there, the receiver, I don't know if it's a receiver, running back, maybe gets a little bit more separation. but too much of a laser throw there. Need a little more air under it. Second down and 10. Gannon steps back, rolls, and that is the worst possible result right there.
That's the kind of
6,
efficiency that the coach is
5,
looking for out
4.
Take what the
Okay.
defense gives, don't force it, protect the football, those kinds of things.
So they'll snap the ball to spike it. 4 seconds to go. We should get a field goal attempt here. Conway 1 for 1 with 40 or from 42 yards.
They'll have to really get it because it'll be about a 53-yard attempt.
53-yard attempt is up, and the 53-yard attempt is good.
That successful
Wow.
field goal attempt is his second of the game.
Wow.
The end of the
So the
second
Lions
quarter
push
with the
across
score,
another
Detroit
3, and it
20,
is 20-0 here
Let's take a look at
in
our
Dallas.
time.
And that is a brutal stat line to look. That is absolutely wild that is the stat line for this game.
Number 87.
The Dallas Cowboys are awful. How did they win 10 games?
From the 14-yard line. The Cowboys face an
Oh
uphill
my
battle as they begin
God.
the drive at the 27. John, they've racked up more penalties than points in this one so far.
The coaching staff can't be happy with the lack of discipline.
Yeah, that's not good.
There's
More
nothing
penalties
worse than
than
having
points.
A big play called back because someone makes a mental mistake.
Lead blocker couldn't even get that guy. They were like step for step,
They
and
tried to run the counter. The defender did a heck of a job of staying home. And getting
there's no other noise or sound or anything I can make. They just
Thanks, Al. The Lions coach was very
Yikes.
pleased with how well his secondary defended the pass in the first half, and he stressed the fact that they can't
Second down
afford
and
any mental
12.
mistakes if they hope to maintain their lead.
so this is where that interception could have really played a key moment. Played a key cog in getting back into this game.
That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you
If
put
you
together a
you
great pass with
get
a
the
heck of a
interception,
catch, that's
they were on the
exactly what you wanna
49-yard line. I said they needed 20 yards. Reasonable field goal. I'm not asking for the world here. They get to double down, right? They can
have
double
first
dip,
and 10 here.
get 3, try to get 7 on this opening drive, and cut that lead to. We'll take the field goal off the board for the moment of this pretend imagination time.
Picks up about
You can
3.
cut that to 17-10, and that's a very different game than 20-0, obviously.
Second and 6. Ball on
But a one-score deficit with, 3 minutes left in the third.
The Cowboys using motion.
Instead, they threw the interception. They came away empty-handed, and they gave Detroit 3 more points on a 54-yard field goal. So an absolute
Hits him on the run.
disaster, almost a disaster the other way.
And when we were watching them in practice,
Nice
they were
job
running
catching up with him and getting
That's
him
almost
taken
one
down
of those
before he
Sandlot
gets
type of
6.
deals where you go long, then I'll get it to you.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 12-yard line.
Stay out, Reed. We'll see. Set. Landy ball.
To the air on first down. Closing in. Throws it out.
Throws
over to
left
the
side
He's
over
gonna
the
have to be
hands and
careful
heads
with
of
those overthrows.
everybody.
One thing you
Maddox
don't
with
want
a
to do
pretty
is miss
bad
an open
throw there.
receiver for a big gain in a playoff game.
Only one man back. The Cowboys.
Second down and 10,
motion.
using a little bit of motion from left to right. Lions defense shifts in accordance. He went for the spin move, and I think it was just a little late. The engage animation had already initiated, I guess. Thought that was actually going to be a really nice move to the inside to try and pick up a few extra yards. Third down and 6 coming up. I don't think Dallas can accept a field goal in this scenario. I think you got to get touchdowns. You're down 3 touchdowns right now.
For the end zone. Picked off in the end zone. Keeps his feet moving. The defender is there to make the play.
He just stepped in front of that one. You saw his
Oh
opportunity,
no.
and
He
boom,
tried to
took
run
it.
that out, and I thought maybe he was going to get called for a safety.
The offense gets ready to go following the interception.
We're going to have a
There's
false
a flag
start
on the
here.
play.
False start on the offense.
Early movement there.
The offense needs to do a better job focusing.
So after the penalty, it's now 1st and 15. They'll pass on first down.
1st and 15, rips it to the left, and it is incomplete.
The intended receiver on the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 options behind him.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
You got it.
Using motion.
Let's go. Come on.
Pressure. Throwing. 3rd down.
Out of
Up
bounds.
coming after
Didn't
the
really
incomplete
matter.
pass.
Wasn't going to give him a whole lot of yardage. Kind of just going to reset the ball on the right hash rather than in the
Here's a
middle of
look
the
at
field.
team success on 3rd down
This is a
so far.
huge,
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is
this
playing.
is a huge bummer
Because
as
the
far
offense
as
is making
Detroit's
big
first
plays
drive
when they
coming
need
out of
it.
the half. These interceptions for Detroit's defense have been ginormous. Terrific timing on the pressure there.
They've given
Great
a lot of
execution to
different looks on
force
this drive.
Gannon with a weird
Quarterback's
throw,
having a tough time
kind of
adjusting
jumping off his
on those
back
last
foot.
few
That
passes.
play did not have a chance offensively. Great play call, better execution. It's going to keep this at a 20-point deficit.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick.
The kick is away.
Signals for the fair catch.
Fair catch will be called
That was a
for
smart
at the,
thing to do with the
how about the
coverage team closing in for a
46-yard
big
line.
hit.
Get in there. D up. Set.
With the carry.
1st and 10, running off the left side. He'll get up to midfield and probably spun down into Lions territory. It'll be the 2nd down from the 49.
2nd and 5 coming up here.
2nd down and 5. Dallas still has enough time to make some noise here.
Using split backs.
2nd and 5.
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Gets the pass over.
Oh, I spoke too soon. He's going to get taken down. It'll be 1st and goal.
I'm sure that extra
3
throw credit for the
interceptions
playoff
by this
allowed
Detroit
him to
Lions
anticipate the
defense. Gonna take a look at this and just terrific play on the backside. Couldn't quite get the interception touchdown, but I mean, 1st and goal is a real nice gift to your team, huh?
After the interception, they'll take over. And
Maddox is literally throwing this game away for Dallas.
He hands it off, setting up plays.
The play action pass, all of that is disgusting. I hate everything about that play, and I don't ever want to see it again. That is just awful.
So it's 2nd and goal. Ball on the 13-yard line.
They got nothing.
Gannon sets up. Here comes the blitz.
Gannon throws right side.
Quick read and got
Will be
rid of it
tackled
in a
right
hurry.
around the
The quarterback
5-yard
delivered
line.
that pass right on the mark. There's no defense for a perfect pass.
The Cowboys come out in a nickel package. Edwards.
I don't know why you would call that run on a 3rd down and 5. Ben Taylor injured his shoulder, it appears, on the play. Conway, 2 for 2 today, including a 54-yard bomb right before the half. Kick is tons of arc on this one. Kick is good. 4-play, 7-yard drive. Took a minute off the clock and pushes their lead to 23 with 1:19 to go here in the third quarter. That's right. We are still in the third quarter. It's really dragging along here.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Should be a return here. From the 5. Missed tackle. Stiff arms the defender to the ground. Ready now for the first play of the drive. And the defense will be looking for another pick. It's 1st and 10. Garner, the lone back. The Cowboys using motion. Looking to run it here.
They're going to go with a run left side.
The quarterback is back in the shotgun.
Maddox pump fakes, throws over the middle, and almost throws another interception.
His team wants to make the next round.
Because why not at this point?
3rd and 9. Ball on their own 25.
They're down to 9 with 53 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Looks like he kind of got hit as he threw. And it is a terrific throw. Hey, look, it's number 5. We haven't been able to call his name or his number today. He is why they're 10-4. I asked, I was like, how are they 10-4? What in the heck is happening? When he gets going, he is a fantastic option for the quarterback or just anybody. Maybe they throw. Maybe have a running back throw. He has been the offensive output, it feels, at some points in this. Some of the Cowboy games we've seen in the past.
It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 35-yard line. Throwing.
Maddox throws left side, finds the receiver. That's a pretty nice throw right there. And it's been interesting. The Cowboys have gotten into a little bit more of a rhythm, but every time they just get derailed by a terrible Maddox throw. That one's pretty nice, even with 3 defenders kind of in the area. Managed to find a nice spot in the defense. We'll see if one more play. No. 23-0. Not a whole lot happening in that third quarter. The Lions push across 3 more. And the Cowboys have a big old goose egg on the board. They still have more penalties than points, which is not good. Five more minutes to decide this game, and unfortunately it means that we have yet another blowout on our hands, though the Baltimore game took the longest time before it was out of hand.
This is where you need to trust the passing game to move you
This
down
one
the
was
field.
probably the second. I'd say the Jaguars game, actually probably, well, no. Jaguars game, Saints game, then the then this one, then the Ravens.
They were waiting for him as he tried to take it to the outside.
And that run started off going east and west, which isn't bad, but then it got worse and it went south.
I don't know why that commentary line that he has started going east and west, which wasn't bad, but then it got worse. It started to go south. I'd find that funny. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maddox rolling around, dancing around, and finally goes down.
They got to find a way to give him a little more time back there.
He had so much time. The offensive line did such a good job. And even look at that little warp there. I mean, the game was so nice to Maddox in that play and just could not get the ball out of his hands. So 4th down and 15, this is the correct call. A field goal does you absolutely nothing. But an incomplete pass also does you absolutely nothing as well. So turnover on downs.
In this type of situation, the team needs to try anything they can to get into the end zone.
I mean, that sack was such a drive killer.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Got to come up with something. Just something.
It's the toss to the left.
We go with a pitch to the outside here. And he's going to get around the edge, hopefully stay in bounds, but he might have actually stepped out. And you'd like to see Detroit just start milking clock here. They're up by 3 scores. I know they're up by 4 scores. 2-point conversions. You'd have to get 2 of them.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
They will keep him in bounds. So the clock will run a little bit here as we are under 4 minutes to go in quarter number 4.
Pressure coming. And this pass is completed. That pass went right
Nice
into
find
the
over the middle. I'd like to see Detroit get into a little bit more of a rhythm. They had some good... They had a good drive early in the game, and they've been able to tack on some points here and there. But they haven't been as consistent as you might think with a lead like this.
Penalty marker down.
What the hell was that?
The team with the most discipline is the team
What?
that doesn't commit stupid penalties. And they're the team that
Stupid
usually
penalties.
executes better.
Stupid penalties. Okay, John Madden. It's an example of a not stupid penalty.
First and 10. Ball on their own 49. This one is handed off.
Oh no, a fumble. Wow, Detroit can't even catch a break. Or Dallas can't even catch a break on a fumble.
That was a foot race to the fumble. Looks like the extra wind sprints at practice are paying off.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Second down and 12.
Gives the ball off.
They're going to go right side. They'll give it right back. And he fumbled again? They kicked it out. Are you kidding me? They went back-to-back plays with fumbles, and Dallas couldn't come up with either one of them?
Third down, and they have a long way
When
to
the
go.
ball is bouncing your way, my goodness, is it bouncing your way? Wow.
Hand off to the tailback.
They go right side. They went right back to him.
Textbook
And we still didn't get enough, which is a little surprising. He hit that spin move. I thought
Time off the clock.
he might get it, but what if Detroit just went for it? Detroit's like, you know what? We don't care.
He's trying to pin them back as far as possible as he lines up for his 3rd punt.
Only the 3rd punt of the day for Detroit. You can see why Detroit probably lost a couple of these games going down the stretch. It's just inconsistent on the offenses on the offensive side. You take away a couple of those interceptions, and maybe you're not looking at quite as comfortable a lead. Oh, what? Oh. Detroit caught it. I was like, why aren't you running it? Or why are you running it? You called a fair catch. That is a nice punt down to the 7-yard line. Dallas will take over here with 2:03 to go.
The offense lines up with split backs behind the quarterback. Closing in.
Dropping back, throws over the middle, finds a receiver who's going to be taken down at the shoulders. About the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. That'll be a first down and 10 for Dallas after the 2-minute warning. See if they can pick up some points, or maybe just throw another
The defense
interception.
is trying to force a turnover, which would put an end to this game right now. The Cowboys line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Pressure going long to the left.
Deep bomb down the left side, off the hands and incomplete. Almost a completion, almost an interception. kind of almost a completion a second time.
Did a great job of
But
getting
unfortunately,
some
no
air
one
on
able to
that
come up
pass.
with that one. And
Hitting
it'll be
his guy
second
right
down
in the
and
hand.
10.
Just looked like he might have lost a little focus as he tried to bring that pass in.
Only one man in the backfield. Drops back under pressure.
Maddox throws over the middle, and it
This pass is incomplete.
was a kind of a weird thing. You could probably call some pass interference
the
there.
quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure,
Didn't look like
he gets
the
a little nervous. And he has to
Guy
get
was
rid of the
looking
ball.
back at the ball at
And so
all
running
and just
out
kind of
of
went
both
right for the
time
legs.
and downs, they'll have to pick up the first down here to keep their very slim hopes alive. Dropping back.
Third down and 10.
Throwing.
Maddox throws. He's going to find the left side, and they are not going to give him nearly as many yards as he probably should have had. He caught that about 8 yards up the field, maybe 7, should be 4th and 3, but he ran back, and that is where they spot the ball. They're going to wow.
But they're in one of those 4-down situations. They're trying to get
There's the
something going.
difference. There's the
Just
difference
nothing's
between a
working.
4th and
This
3
one is
and a
just
4th and
about
6.
in the books.
I thought he had that. I was really surprised to see turnover on downs pop up. Not that it really mattered.
Edwards was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
68 rushing yards for the Detroit
Allows
Lions.
him to hold up against the run, while also giving him the speed to rush the passer when they drop back to pass.
37-yard line.
Slow. The man
Dallas
in
is going to be the only team to get blanked today. Buffalo scored more with a backup quarterback in than Dallas did with their regular starting lineup. Pretty disastrous day for Dallas, but I thought going into this that they were the most susceptible team. They were playing probably the best team, and even some of the teams like Baltimore or even Jacksonville that have worse records. I was like, hey, you know what? I think that they play in a better division. They play like
They have 2 timeouts left.
they play
So
more
they're probably
consistently.
trying to tack on 3 more points
I
and
don't know.
make it
It's
tougher
just
for a late
it's so
comeback
weird
attempt.
to have a 10-win team that looks this bad. Dante Stallworth, the player of the game, 4 catches, 104 yards,
About
and a touchdown to kick a
21-yard
field goal.
attempt here. And it's up.
Oh, no good.
They'll pass
Didn't
on
get
every
all
play
of
from
that
here on
one,
out.
which is a little surprising. It's only about a 50-yard field goal. He made a 54. Huh. All right, so 1st and 10 Dallas. They can try and get some points on the board and not get shut out here in the wild card round. Not a good start to
They
timeout.
have to move him down quickly here on 2nd down. Now they're looking at 2nd and long after the sack. Drops back. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off.
Throws deep over the middle. A diving attempt is missed.
Nice execution on that play call.
That pass play was almost
But
perfect.
thankfully for Detroit, there was a second guy to get there to preserve the shutout. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll stop
Going to
the
spike
clock.
the ball with 20 seconds left.
They're going to need to pass here, and they're not worried about first downs anymore. They need big gains and a quick score.
They're within striking distance here.
Let's go, come on. Tiger up.
Maddox sets up. Gets rid of it.
Throws to the left side, finds a receiver out in the flat, and that'll be a
20-yard line.
completion.
Gonna show great
184 yards
concentration on
over the
that
middle.
reception.
It is kind of wild that they have that many yards through the air
Look simple.
The quarterback is back in
and
the
still
shotgun.
just nothing on the scoreboard. But then you go back, you watch the game, and you see where they throw the interceptions. You're like, oh yeah, that's why, because they suck. Because they're terrible. There is a completion, a touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys. They are not going to throw up a goose egg today. Instead, the loss will merely be an abysmal 23-7 ass kicking at the hands of the Detroit Lions. We're going to move on to play the St. Louis Rams next week, excuse me,
They line up to
in
go for 2.
random rosters. Oh, they're going for two.
Jump ball in the end zone. They failed on the conversion attempt.
Was that an interception? No, hit the ground. They're going for an onside kick.
Wilkin gets the team ready to try to recover this one. Here we go.
Wow, that was actually really nice. That is maybe the best onside kick we've ever seen. We saw another team recover one today, but it wasn't that good. That one had that bounce. You want the 1, 2, and then the big one.
Seven defensive backs in on this one. Steps up, throwing.
Throws left side, incomplete.
Second down upcoming after that incomplete pass.
Dallas really dragging this game out. I thought we were going to be looking pretty good time-wise, and then Dallas said, no.
Ball on their own
I do think that
45.
Buffalo and Baltimore's efficiency, especially in the early stages of that game, was really helpful to keep this video. It's under 4 hours.
He catches a
Timeout Dallas. Oh, good
down.
Lord.
It's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes that are sure first downs.
They'll probably try one long throw downfield. Passing on first down. Looking for an option. Rolling out to his right. Rolls right. Throwing. A little behind, but he has it.
All right, that'll do it. 23-6, your final score. It wasn't even the score that I said it was, because I didn't realize they were going to go for two.
Presented by the authority of the National Football League and EA Sports. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the expressed written permission of EA Sports is prohibited.
Does that mean that you can't stream it on Twitch? Just kidding. You don't know what that is. It's 2004, man. Well, 2003. Whatever. EA kind of did the, gamer profile first, which is pretty wild. Where you can track your stats across a bunch of different games and stuff. Then Xbox said, we'll take that and add these things called achievements that people will take way too seriously. All right, so here it is, your divisional round matchups. We have the Ravens taking on the Jets. The road through the AFC to the Super Bowl goes through New York. We have the Saints taking on the Buccaneers, who are the 1 seed in the NFC. Divisional rivals square off in game number 2 next week. Then we'll have the Jaguars taking on the Broncos and the Lions taking on the Rams. So there you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed today's extra long helping of not great football games, honestly. Next Tuesday you can catch that whole divisional round. We'll make sure that this gets saved. But next week you'll be able to catch that divisional round right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. So sit back, relax, get your snacks ready for next week's exciting installment, Week 19, and then on June 27th, we are going to have the finale. We're crowning our 4th champion of the series, June 27th. So stick around for that. We'll be into a new game starting July 4th. Thanks everybody so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you next time right here on Random Rosters. Be sure to subscribe. I've been talking too much. To subscribe. I'm very tired too. Subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified. Thanks a lot. Good sports. Go sports.